So happy to have you here. I'm Tammy.
And I'm Tom.
And we are the creators of the blog and this YouTube channel called Nutmeg Notebook. And this is where we share all about our whole food, plant-based lifestyle. So we're really happy to have you joining us this morning on Black Friday. Hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. We had an exceptional day. So it started with a 4-mile walk, and then we came home and got ready to do a cooking segment with Chef AJ. She did a special holiday Thanksgiving special with guest chefs, and we all made a different element of a Thanksgiving Day meal. It was really a wonderful program. I hope you watched it. If not, you'll have to watch the replay. And then we got ready fixing our holiday meal. Our daughter and her family came over. We went for another walk. So I got in like 7.5 miles yesterday, as crazy busy as it was.
Yeah.
But and then we enjoyed a fabulous meal and all healthy, whole food. It was delicious. Nobody felt deprived. We don't feel guilty about what we ate. I don't. Do you?
No, not even that
extra dessert.
That extra dessert. What was the name of it?
That was, I made the chocolate pecan tart that Elspeth made on the cooking show yesterday for Chef AJ.
And our granddaughter loves the filling, but the crust is very dense because it's made with nuts and dates. And so I inherited her, she very cleanly ate all the chocolate. I mean, perfect. And so I took her crust and put it upside down on mine, and I made myself a chocolate pudding date nut sandwich for about 1,500 calories.
Yeah, it was quite decadent.
So, but I didn't eat lunch yesterday because we were busy.
We didn't eat. Yeah, we only had one meal
because
yesterday.
Because we were cooking on Chef AJ's show, so we didn't get lunch. How does that work?
I don't know.
Okay.
But anyway,
I'm going to go around and drop the camera because this is breaking my neck. It's up too high.
Is it up too high?
Well, you're standing up and I'm sitting down, so. But it should be at eye level. It's too high.
Okay.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, this is not normal for me to be lower than her.
But we don't want that. Goodness gracious. So we thought it would be really fun today to share with you the different companies that we have affiliate relationships with and what they have going on for the holidays. So in case you are interested in taking advantage of some sales, we'll just share with you what we know that is going on. And if you have any questions about the products, then feel free to ask questions in the comment section. If you would preface your question with 4 question marks, then type your question and end with 4 question marks, then that really helps Tom to catch those questions for us.
Yeah, we have the feed out here in front of us, but it's kind of far away. So
we'll maybe bring it in. And we Jesse's with us today moderating. So she's also
Jessie the Troll Hunter.
Jessie the Troll Hunter. And she answers some questions too. And so we just think it's a great day to do this. So, and most of us are not going to the stores today to shop Black Friday sales, right?
That was never a tradition for us, but for a lot of people it is.
Yeah, I've never been one. You know what? I am an introvert. Even though I do this, and it's real easy for me because I'm not actually looking at you.
She's only speaking to one of you, the camera.
And that makes it really easy for me.
She knows you're all there.
And I don't like great big crowds, so I never went to the stores on Black Friday. So as those of you who have followed us for a long time know, I love Holland Bowl Mill. And I was using their products long before we became an affiliate with them. And we just love the products that they make. And I am known for making my chopped salads. And we will talk about that today as well. But this is the Holland Bowl Mill fruit bowl. And you see how it has the holes in it. And the holes allow the air to circulate so the gases that are given off from the fruit can escape. And the theory is that it helps the fruit last longer because it won't ripen too quickly and then go bad on you. So I had to empty out 4 hands of bananas out of here this morning so that I could show it to you. So we have this either on the kitchen table or on the island all the time filled with fruit. And then we usually have a second bowl, and it's not a fruit bowl, but just a second Holland bowl filled with fruit in other places in the house. So you can get this in different woods. I picked the cherry. I love the cherry. It's one of my favorites. And when you're ordering online, you can, if you want one that has more variation in color, you can let them know that in the comment section. I requested one that was more uniform in color. So this one has just a little bit of variation in it. It's just what I particularly prefer, but it's entirely up to you. So the Holland Bowl Mill has 15% off on all of your order right now, and that goes through midnight on Cyber Monday.
Yeah, yeah. So it's all the way through Monday, expires at the stroke of midnight, Monday night. So it does not flow into Tuesday. So
it's an excellent discount. It's like the best discount
Yeah.
that they
Yeah.
do all year long. And when you use our affiliate link, then if you have a minimum $125 order, and that's before the discount, then you will get a free Mezzaluna knife. And the Mezzaluna knife is wonderful for chopping in the 15-inch bowls, and we make chopped salads. So if you're new to us, you'll want to check out my blog for the chopped salad recipes, or my YouTube videos that we have, or go on Instagram, and that's where you can see like a collage of all the different ways that I make chopped salads. But simply, you're putting your greens in here and your other vegetables, and you're using the Mezzaluna to chop them up, and it makes for incredible, tasty, just super delicious salads. It reduces the volume of them so you can get a great big salad in, but it's a smaller volume, and we just love it.
I got a question from Stephanie Spear.
Yes.
And many of you are actually repeat customers, so I don't know how Corey would play this, but Stephanie's asking if you already have two Holland Bowl Mill Mezzaluna knives, do you think Corey would be able to substitute something else for a purchase over $125, like a 6-inch bowl or utensil? I can't answer for him, but I would say email their direct email, and identify yourself as a repeat customer and ask them, point out. So I can't make that commitment for him, but it's a good question to ask. It's a reasonable question to ask.
Yeah, you could ask. I mean, the worst thing he can say is, no, I can't do that right now, right? So, so we like the 15-inch bowl. It's the perfect size for us. We can do like up to a 1-pound salad in here. It's also deep enough that when you're chopping, everything doesn't go flying out. People who have bought the 12-inch, they say it works. You just have to chop a smaller amount of lettuce in it at a time, because not only is it not as wide across or in diameter, but it's also more shallow. And so we also find that the 15-inch is easy to store, because it will fit on the shelves in our pantry. It can go on top of the refrigerator. It's also a wonderful size to set out and put fruit in it. And it's a beautiful serving piece too, so you can serve your salads right out of it. So this is the 15-inch cherry, and then this is the 15-inch beechwood. And so this is Tom's, and this is mine. And because sometimes we're both chopping salads at the same time. And I want to show you that it does get a green patina in the bottom of the bowl, and that is just from chopping all those healthy greens in there. And that is just going to happen. So you can get it to fade out. Like sometimes we will set it out in the sun, and the sun will fade that a little bit, but we just don't really worry about.
What's great is you don't have to pay extra for that green patina. It occurs naturally over time at no additional charge.
There you go. Also, this is just like using a cutting board, and so it is going to show cut marks on it, just like your wood cutting board after a little bit of time shows the cut marks on it. Also, you do need to oil them. They do come with a mixture of mineral oil and beeswax on them. If you are an ethical vegan and you don't want them to use that, just request that. There is a comment section, and you can put in there to please do not use that on it. But once you get these at home, you, depending on how often you use them, when they start looking a little bit dry, then you do need to oil them. And you can get mineral grade, food grade mineral oil. And we have that on our Amazon shop, and Tom has linked to that in the show notes. And also, you have to use our affiliate link if you want to take advantage of getting the free Mezzaluna knife.
Yeah, and just to, I know Tammy said this, you'll start, if you're buying just a bowl, you'll start out at $125. And then when you apply the
15% discount.
The 50% discount code, it will fall below that, but you will still get the Mezzaluna knife through the Nutmeg Notebook link, which is in the show notes. And for those of you that subscribe to the blog, I also listed that on the email that went out to everybody that's a blog subscriber yesterday, along with everything else that's going on today.
And the 15% off coupon code is Black Friday, and that is all lowercase letters. And so there's a coupon code box. You'll want to put Black Friday in there. You'll want to use our affiliate link. And as long as your order is a minimum $125 before the 15% discount, then you will get the free Mezzaluna knife. It does not come with the sheath. So if you want the sheath to put the knife in to keep it on your counter, then you will need to buy this separately. And it's on the website. But not only, okay, were you gonna show them how to order, how, because people always ask us.
Well, I was gonna go to the front end of the website, but we have another question here first.
Okay, people always ask us which kind of wood is best. Any of the woods are okay. Back in September, late September, we did interview Corey from Holland Bowl. You can go back and watch that YouTube video because we go step by step through most of the products, and he answered a lot of questions.
Just Google Nutmeg Notebook Holland Bowl Mill, and several other Holland Bowl Mill videos will come up, but the thumbnail will tell you that it's an interview. A question from, it's right in front of me here. I've got my reading glasses on. Catherine, a question from Catherine. Do you think the bowl with the holes really makes a difference in ripening versus a solid bowl? The science of that is across all fruit bowls. All fruit bowls strive to be open air so that the gases from the ripening fruits don't linger around the other fruits in the bowls, so as to not accelerate ripening. Kind of the opposite idea of putting things in a brown bag together to accelerate ripening.
Right.
So in the fact that it's open air, scientifically it should be working.
We've never experimented. I mean, I guess you could buy some bananas, split them in
this
half.
bowl,
but we've never done that.
So that's not an experiment I personally have conducted, but maybe Google the research on that. Tammy bought it because she really likes the way it looks, and then it has the theoretical advantage of keeping your fruit to last longer.
Yeah, so I just thought it was beautiful. I loved it. I like that it has all the different size holes in it. I love the cherry wood. I love that it was, made here in the US. So just lots of things that I like about it. You can choose whatever type of wood you want. All of the wood bowls that they offer are suitable for chopping because they are all hardwoods, and it's all one piece of wood. It's made from one tree, and so there's no gluing. It's all one piece of wood. They are heirloom quality. They are intended to be used for a lifetime and then passed on down. And they do make wonderful Christmas presents, anniversary presents, birthday gifts. You can get the bottom of it personalized with free engraving, up to, I believe it's 60 characters that you can have put on there. So you can do a date, people's names. Some people do a motto or a little piece of scripture, a short scripture, whatever you want, but you can get that done for free, as well as any order that's $75 or more, you get free shipping on that. And so, Tom, did you want to show them what to do when they get to the website?
When they get to the site. And welcome, Randy. Randy, one of our other moderators, made it. TS is asking before I jump off, in your opinion, is wood cutting board better than plastic for the knives? If you're comparing to the OXO plastic, I don't know. I've never noticed chips of plastic coming out of the bowl.
No, me neither.
The weight, here's for me, the mass, the weight of the bowl that I'm chopping against, just like cutting on a good, sturdy, solid cutting board.
Is she talking about the chopping bowls or about cutting
Oh,
boards?
I think it's wood cutting board better than plastic for the knives, for the ulu knives?
She's talking about no, she didn't say ulu knives. It just says, is a wood cutting board better than plastic for knives? It doesn't say mezzaluna. Maybe she can clarify.
Maybe TS, if you can tell us which question. We're answering two different questions. So yeah, I just, a wood product is more solid, but we get along fine with our plastic cutting sheets, our little mats we use for chopping vegetables. I get along fine with those, especially the ones that don't slide around.
But whether they're better or worse for the knives, I don't have the answer to that.
Yeah.
That would be something to Google, though. It's a good idea to Google, because in addition to the bowls, then of course they do have also. Maybe you can hold one of those up for me.
This is a 12 by 15 cutting board, or no, a 9 by 15 cutting board and a 12 by 18 cutting board. That's
hold
the top.
It like this.
You want me to hold it upside down? So she uses both of these sometimes for display and sometimes she uses the back side for cutting and the top side for not cutting.
Yeah, I don't like to cut on the top side because I like to keep it looking nice so that I can use this for food photography, or if I want to serve up, appetizers on this. I just like how this looks, and it has the live edge on it. And again, these are made from one piece of wood. It's not different pieces of wood that are glued together. So there's no seams, there's no gluing on these. It's just one piece of wood. And I love them because I think they're absolutely beautiful. So I just really like handcrafted items.
So to get to Holland Bowl Mill, and you've got a few more things to talk about,
I do.
But I'll jump over here. You use the hollandbowlmill.com/nutmeg. That's the door to walk through to get to Holland Bowl Mill. And that's the door that gets you the free mezzaluna knife if you're getting the bowl. So when you first log on to Holland Bowl Mill, you're going to see something like this. And I guess, that's what should be on display now. It hasn't changed over here yet. There's a little bit of delay. So I want to see that they can see what I'm seeing. There it is. Okay. Right. So he's got the green banner here across the top, 15% off entire site, free shipping for any order over $30 or more. So that's in the bonus part of the program. It's $30 is free shipping.
I messed up.
So, yeah, that's nice. And he's got a countdown timer in this green banner that tells you how many days, hours, minutes, and seconds are left to get the special. And when you're done looking at that, you can close it out because it's kind of in the way. And then, as we stated many times, if you want to look at, if you're looking for a bowl that Tammy has been talking about.
There's the holder.
Yeah, the holder is here. And that's just for the holder, not the knife that's in it, to be clear. But for our kind of mainstay beechwood bowl, you go here to the 15-inch beechwood bowl. I'm assuming that you can see my mouse scraping around on there. And you click on that. And that will come up with the bowl, and they show pictures, different views of what it can look like. So point here, I'm not on the chopping bowl set. I'm just looking at just the bowl, because the knife, once I spend $125 down here, is going to come with it. And then, of course, with the Black Friday discount, then that would come off of that price.
And there's a place to put what you want engraved.
At the checkout, which
right here.
Engraving right here. Fill in the window right here.
And if you're giving it as a gift, there's a place for a personal card where you can write who it's from.
To so-and-so, from so-and-so, because I love you.
Oh, that's nice. What are you getting me, honey?
More bowls. A heart bowl. I already got you a heart bowl.
Well, I could take another.
Okay. So anyway, that's Holland Bowl Mill's website.
Did you show them how you click on the wood, type of wood you want?
Yeah, they're windows. Well, there's a window for cherry, a window for beech, they've been updating the site as they go. So
Yeah, and so
my-
here's what you don't want to do. If you're going after the bowl and to chop your salads, you don't click on the chopping bowls. Click on the type of wood you want and then go to the
Yeah.
size that you want.
Yeah.
And we recommend the 15-inch. The 12 is a bit small and the 17 is really huge. I have a couple of friends who have the 17-inch and it is giant. So unless you have like a really huge kitchen, it can be a little problematic of where to store that. But if you have space on top of your refrigerator, maybe you can do that.
okay, we got a couple of questions.
Okay,
too.
then they also have different shaped bowls. And I love this heart-shaped one because I love anything that's heart-shaped. And I use this usually for some extra fruit. And I have it sitting out on the kitchen counter, but you can use it as a centerpiece. You can use it as a place to drop spare change or your keys. You could put it in your bedroom to, drop your jewelry in at night when you're taking your jewelry off. You can use it as a centerpiece with a candle in it. I just happen to love the heart shape. And so I just have my persimmons in it. And these also make really beautiful gifts. And again, you can have the bottom of it personalized if you want as well, which is really sweet. Another question, Tom?
Okay. Tony's saying, looking for best price on Black Friday special on the food processor that Tammy uses. Thank you for all you both do. I love you guys. So we use the Cuisinart. I haven't looked that up anywhere yet to see what's going on.
It's so interesting that some things are not on sale today. So like the Breville has been on sale for
last week.
A week. It was $3.19, and today on Amazon it's back up to $400. So I didn't have a chance to check, but click on our Amazon affiliate link and then click on, we have in small appliances, we have the food processor that we use, the
and see what they're
Cuisinart,
doing.
and see what the price is today. We just haven't had a chance this morning to do that. So then also they have a variety of bowls. This is the ebonized, the black ebonized cherry, and I love it. And this is what I usually keep my little salad tomatoes in. And you can also get this in a 15-inch if you like this look, and have your chopping bowl be the 15-inch. And then they also have these little smaller bowls. And I have a cherry set, a salad set. And so I got bowls to match it. So, because I guess I have 3 of the 15-inch bowls. I have 2 of them that are cherry. And then these little bowls are great just to put little snacks in. And, the grandkids think that's great when they come over to get those little bowls. And then they also have these beautiful plates, and they're gorgeous. They're fun to eat off of. They cannot go in the dishwasher. You do have to hand wash these, but these are really fun. And so you can get the type with the little inset in them, or you can get a plate like this. And these are just really beautiful and fun. Of course, I like to use them for blogging and pictures. And then this is really my favorite one. And these are some croutons I made with some of the Well Your World products, and I'm going to talk to you about those in a little bit. But so they also have wood utensils. They have candlesticks. They have all kinds of things, and everything is made in Holland, Michigan. So if anybody else has any questions about Holland Bowl.
Yeah, there are some here.
Okay.
There's a couple here.
Okay, great.
As I'm losing my voice.
Don't lose your voice, honey.
What grit sandpaper do you use if you need
that's a
for
good
the
question.
bowls? What was it? I think I went in with something like 200 grit. 60 being very coarse. It depends on how much of a beating it's taking down inside the bowl too. But I just went into 200 grit, and I didn't go finer than that. I didn't scale up to like 400 grit. I just got something that would do some sanding, and because we're going to be chopping it again, so I wasn't trying to bring it to a smooth, glistening finish. I was just trying to smooth it out a little bit.
So this oval bowl is also one of my favorites. So I just think it's just so pretty. And you can serve things out of these. Like you can put salad in them. You can put hummus in it. You can put salsa in it. And then you just, don't want to leave it in there for hours and hours. But to serve it, you can absolutely put food in them and serve out of them. And they're beautiful. And then you want to hand wash them and you don't want to immerse them.
That's a question from Jeannie. How do you clean it?
Yeah, and so just a little bit of warm soapy water. Put your dish rag in the warm soapy water, and then just wash them, and then rinse them, and only the inside. I don't get the whole bowl wet, and then you want to dry them right away. And then we leave them sitting out on the counter until they're completely dry before we put them in the cupboard.
Question from Denver Hayes. Can one get a hook of some sort on the bowl in order to hang it on the wall to conserve space? I could see that you could go to...
If you want this.
It would involve drilling a hole in it. So if you're talking about drilling a hole in here and so that you can hang it flat on the wall...
You could probably do that.
But you'd have to...
Wow.
If you're drilling straight down, you're going to run into a problem. You're going to perf out the backside and split the wood. So, so that can be a little bit of a challenge, I'm thinking.
There's probably some way to install like a bracket or something so that you could...
Something that would attach on the outside with a few little screws.
Well, I know, I'm just thinking, okay, so like, at Home Depot, they have the wire racks, like the one that you put in here. They have different types of...
Oh, like some kind of a plate, like a plate holder, and it would just...
Something like that.
And it would just cradle it like this.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I would look for some solution like that where it was something where it would sit into.
Yep. That's what I would get.
Yeah, because drilling into the wood does not excite me. I don't think Corey would...
No.
I'm
you
sure
would
that would void the warranty.
I was going to say, you would lose your warranty. They do come with a lifetime warranty. But if you were to drill into it, then you would lose your warranty.
Yeah, but something that would stick out with even a wood bar across that would just, it would kind of lock itself in there. Gravity would help.
Yeah, I would look for something that you can...
So hope that helps. It's just kind of some off-the-cuff engineering going on here. TS is asking about the dulling of the knives on either wood cutting boards or plastic. The knives need to be dressed. We give ours just a real quick, brief sharpening, every week or two.
If you're like, we use our knives a lot. Like I use my chef's knife practically every day to cut something, and so Tom has to
She's
sharpen.
Talking about the Ulu or the Mezzaluna, I think.
Oh, and they do have to be sharpened,
just like any other knife.
And you have to sharpen this every once in a while.
Yeah.
So they do, but chopping the salad greens isn't the same as chopping like a lot of carrots and hard stuff. It doesn't seem to dull the knife as quickly.
Okay. Janet's asking, can you have engraving on one side of a cutting board so you can display hanging on the wall and then chop on the other side? I would say yes.
Yeah, you can get the cutting boards engraved, and so if you want it to be engraved on a particular side.
Yeah, this one we had them just do
an N for nutmeg.
Yeah, it's not our particular font, but I asked them to put an N on the front side for Nutmeg Notebook. And so they give us kind of a Nebraska looking N here. We're from Nebraska, so that's kind of...
Originally.
Yeah, originally from Nebraska. We're from California now. Okay, I've got too much wood in front of me here. What happened?
Sorry.
So yes, you can engrave on one side and then have that be for show.
Yeah,
okay.
Just put in the comment section or the engraving section the details, and know that when you order the bowl, the Mezzaluna knife does not show up on the invoice when you check out, but because you used our affiliate link to get into the store, they know that you get a free knife. And so everyone has received it. It shows up in everybody's order. It's just not going to show up on the invoice when you're checking out. But as long as your order was a minimum $125 before the 15% discount, they will include the knife for you.
Okay, so Mary's got a comment here,
Yes.
and which I'm going to agree with. Mary says, in answer to the cutting on the wood versus plastic, Mary says, I can assure you the wooden cutting board is far easier on knives. Plastic is a strong chain of molecules. Any wood is softer than plastic or glass cutting boards. And she is a scientist, so she's familiar with these material hardness factors.
Thank you.
And I would even say that my beechwood bowl, which is a very durable wood, but is ever so slightly softer than Tammy's cherrywood bowl, I would hypothesize that my beechwood bowl is easier on my knife than her cherrywood bowl is on hers.
Well, so, I happen to love my cherrywood bowl.
I happen
Thank
to
you
love
very
my
much.
beechwood bowl. We are bowl biased. Okay.
We are. I never use his bowl, and he never uses mine.
What size bowl does Tammy use for storing the tomatoes? Is that one that's usually over there on
this one?
The ebony one.
I think this is a 9-inch.
Yeah, that's a 9. Yeah. It's not a 12. That's a 9.
No, this is a 9-inch.
And it holds one of your containers of tomatoes from. What does Tom use to sharpen the missile? You want to reach in the drawer and grab that guy. He's on the right-hand side of that drawer. And I don't see, here it is right here. So I use this because it's got a handle. This is on our Amazon.com shop Nutmeg Notebook page. And there's a course in a fine set. There's a ceramic in here too, which is a really ultra fine for working on metal or maybe for ceramic knives. I don't know. But I just very carefully swipe this through here a few times. This goes both ways because it's just a carbon steel wedge in there. And it really only takes about that much. And this guy is nice and sharp again. Okay. So this is cheap and easy to use. You can, the shape of this blade doesn't really lend itself too well to working with a sharpening steel, the metal rod. So this is a handy thing for under $20 that I picked up.
Well, give me that.
Oh, that's sharp. You should put that in a sheet.
Yeah, you're making me nervous now.
Okay.
I've only cut myself one time, and it was my fault. And it was when I had this in the sink, and I was going to wash it and cut myself.
Carol Katz has super chatted you.
Oh, thank you so much, Carol. It was very nice of you. Thank you. So we're very happy with the Holland Bowl Mill products. And you know that we only promote things that we actually use and that we love. And so we had been using our bowl for like a year before we contacted them. And we actually contacted them because the bowl that was on Amazon was always running out. And so I was asking them if they could up the amount of bowls they had on there so that our followers could easily get bowls. And he said, well, why don't they just order them direct from us?
We have lots of them here.
We have lots of them. And he asked us if we wanted to be an affiliate. And I was like, does that help my people get bowls better? Because I didn't call you to be an affiliate.
And he said, yes, we have plenty of inventory here.
Yeah.
And we will ship it straight to your customers. And so, and we do still carry on, if you've got free Amazon points that are burning a hole in your pocket, you can go on Amazon and get an unfinished Holland bowl. They tend to not be as pretty as the ones they save for their direct customers like us and you.
Because it's actually a third party that sells them on Amazon.
Buying up the kind of the plain ones,
and they keep the nicer ones there
for their own sales.
Yeah.
So,
but these are sold in like crate and barrel stores, high-end stores down in Beverly Hills. So they're really wonderful quality, and they have excellent customer service, and it's a family-run business. So Corey, his dad, and his sister all work there, and they have I think 17 employees.
Corey, David, and Krista.
Yeah, it's a small family business.
On holiday shopping with Holland Bowl, just looking back to what happened last year, is Corey did a similar sale to this one around the holidays, and then moving into December, he was making quotes on how late an order could get in to get shipped to someone in time for Christmas. Last year, the dates that are sticking in my head were like the 11th or the 12th, something like that, to be safe.
I don't recall.
So don't know what's going on this year for sure.
And they have less control over the shipping this year because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
You know, and we all know this, if you've ordered things from Amazon or other online companies, it's not coming as quickly. So I would say if you're planning on ordering anything for Christmas, you need to do it very early in order to ensure that you get them in time, because the companies don't have control over what's going to be happening with the shipping once it leaves their property.
Yeah. Did I tell you that Randy made it here?
Yes. Hi,
Okay.
Randy.
Okay.
So let's just remember, Holland Bowl Meal is 15% off all orders, free shipping on orders $30 or more. You get a free Mezzaluna knife when you use our affiliate link, which is in the show notes, with a minimum $125 order. And that minimum $125 is before you take the 15% off. And the coupon code to get the 15% off is Black Friday, and it's all lowercase letters. And so, I mean, this is a really excellent promotion by them. And, you know, the 15% off is like the best deal of the year. So gifts for you, gifts for other people, free engraving, free shipping, $30 or more, and a free Mezzaluna knife with a $125 minimum order before the 15% off.
Where'd
And
you get the food on here?
I know it's at these. I'm going to talk about these when we show the Well Your World products.
Oh, okay.
These are my little croutons. Yeah.
Okay.
I know. Did you eat breakfast?
I did.
Okay.
No, I had oats.
Nice.
Oats and blueberries.
Okay. Well, I might be snacking on these before the show's over.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right.
Okay. Anything else about Holland Bowl before we move on to the next thing?
It looks to me like we are caught up on Holland Bowl.
Okay. Excellent.
All right.
Excellent.
Yeah. If I missed something, you give me a shout out.
Okay.
So
I'm going to give you that. You can maybe put
set that over here.
Over there. I'm going to hand you this. I don't know. Do you have room for these over there?
Yeah, I'll go to the table.
Okay.
I got room.
I'm going to give you that. Just bear with us here for a moment. Changing
We
words.
don't have a crew to change
For a
the
moment.
set.
Okay, I think I'll talk about, I'll do Nourish Box next, Tom.
Okay, yeah, we've got about 15 minutes or so before
Okay.
Jake and Michelle get here.
So Nourish Box, I've showed you guys Nourish Box before, and I think we've been subscribing for about a year, I think, to Nourish Box. So Nourish Box, it was started by a gentleman named Christopher back east, and you can order, you can sign up for a monthly subscription, and you can pay for like 3 months in advance, and then you'll get once a month, you get a shipment of whole food, plant-based, oil-free products. And he contacted me because he had seen my postings on Instagram and wanted to know if he could send me a free box, which he did like a year ago. And we loved it, and we started to subscribe. And it's different products every month. And what I love is Christopher is a foodie, and he's plant-based, and he's oil-free, and he likes to follow the principles of Dr. Greger from nutritionfacts.org, so the how not to diet principles. And he searches for more higher end quality plant-based products, and he finds things that I would never have been able to find. And we just recently became an affiliate with him, again, after enjoying his products for a year and seeing what he sends out every month. So you get this. I'm gonna close, or just maybe I'll turn this around. I want you to see, you get this cute box once a month, says Nourish Box on it, and notice the different spelling of Nourish. And then you get like between 5 and 7 products a month. It just kind of depends on the how much everything costs. So sometimes you might get a couple items more than another time, and it's just because maybe something in the box was more expensive. So there's always some type of a bean, and they're usually from the Chili Smith, which actually happens to be a company that is located local here where we live in California. And so like this this time it's these red heirloom beans, and they have cooking instructions on the back of them. And then there was these raw organic pecans. Wonderful, just in time. And the bag has been opened. Yes, I did sample them. This is a product that I did not know that existed. And this is dried cranberries that have nothing added. They do not have oil. They do not have sugar. And they are just natural cranberries that have been dried. And this is something I've talked about before. Like, I wish somebody would come out with these. Well, look, here they are. And if I hadn't been subscribing to Christopher's Nourish Box, I would not have known about it. And then this is really a fun product. And this was the November box. And then this is the blue cornmeal. So I haven't used this yet, but I'm excited to use this. So you could make some cornmeal muffins or some cornbread with this, or make some kind of a cornmeal topping, to do like a tamale pie with, you could do like taco lentils in the bottom and then this on top. I'll be working on that, you guys. But wouldn't that be fun? I'm so excited. And then this is so delicious. This is smoked Dulce flakes. And oh my gosh, it kind of tastes like bacon. I did like bacon. I have to admit, I did. I haven't had any since 2012. Been a long time. So maybe it doesn't taste like bacon, but it reminded me of bacon. And so we got all of these. Now, sometimes you'll get like vanilla powder or a seasoning. And then you also get this is in the top of the box, and it always has this beautiful purple tissue paper, and then this is laying on top of the box, and he fits all of this in here. It's just so beautifully. And then on the back of it is information about all the different products that are in the box. And then you'll see down here, you just use your smartphone and you click on this, take a picture of it, and it takes you to the website where there's recipes and ideas on how to use all this stuff, which, like, how it couldn't get any easier than that, right? And then he always has something cute across here. Like this one says natively nourishing, which I thought was really adorable. So you can do a one-time box if you just want to try it once. You can send it as a one-time gift to someone if you want, or you can sign up and subscribe. And let's say you sign up and you want to do the monthly subscription, then you pay once every 3 months. Your credit card gets charged for that. But if you're going to go on vacation, or you feel like you need to take a break from it, you can go online to your account and you can put a pause on it. And if you use our affiliate link, which Tom will post in the show notes, then you will get $5 off on your first shipment. And if you sign up to do where you pay for 3 months in advance, you'll save $5 for each month. So you'll save $15. So we have thoroughly enjoyed our subscription with it. And I know Randy, I hope I can share. Randy shared with me that she started getting it also, and she had never cooked her own beans before, but because the Chili Smith beans came in the box, that got her to try cooking these in the pressure cooker. And now she knows how easy it is. So I just love that it has introduced me to a lot of different products. And also, you guys, you get discount codes for the things that came in the box. So if you want to purchase more of that, if you find something and you're like, oh my gosh, I really like that, and it's not sold in your area, you get a discount code so that you can go to the website of the company and you can purchase more at a discount. So we really love it. It's a little bit higher end, but it just introduces you to a lot of products that you otherwise might not never know about. And I don't know about you, but especially with the pandemic, I'm not going to go around shopping looking for things. And even when there isn't a pandemic, I don't have a lot of time, free time, just to go around and look for things that are plant-based and oil-free. But Christopher does. Now, if you're gluten-free, most of the boxes have been gluten-free. There's just been, I think, maybe two or maybe three items over the course of the past year that haven't been gluten-free. And so then I've just, it's either been something that Tom could eat, or I've just passed something on to our daughter that wasn't gluten-free because I happen to be gluten-free as well.
Jake and Michelle are here.
All right, great. So anyway, this is Nourish Box. And thank you, Christopher, if you're watching. Thank you so much for coming up with such an amazing product. And we're very happy to have an affiliate association with you. And so this is something beautiful to gift to yourself. Like I told Tom, it's like I feel like I'm getting a birthday gift every month when this arrives. And Christopher sends out an email letting you know that it has shipped. And then once it's been delivered, another email comes that lets you know it was delivered. And remember, you can put a pause on your subscription at any time if you're going to be on vacation, or you just need to take a break and get caught up on cooking the beans and so forth. So this is the Nourish Box, and the link will be in the show notes. And it's a wonderful Christmas gift for yourself. Any questions about Nourish Box before we move on?
Oh, I went off of that screen. I'm over on YouTube now, so I'll have to switch over to the other computer.
Okay, he's getting ahead of me, you guys. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to set this aside and
I think we're on split screen now. I was trying
to grab my SouperCubes.
Yeah, we're on split screen now. So,
but we can answer any questions anybody has about this.
Yeah. So, Jake, if you can hear me. If you've got yourself still muted, go ahead and unmute.
Hi there.
I'm going to do a quick little sound test because we're going to see if we can have you be on our computer speaker here. But if that doesn't work, I'm prepared to go to earbuds. So if you can give us a speak.
Hi, can you hear us?
Oh, it's on the.
It's coming through these guys. So let me unplug this. Hang on just a second. Okay, try again, please.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yay.
Okay. All right. Well, greetings. We've been speaking, everybody, we're on split screen.
That's okay.
Going out to YouTube. So, but I think the image is looking pretty good here. So that way we can both see what's going on. So we've been talking to you and corresponding with you folks for a while. Do you remember how we found you originally?
I think you said you went on a cruise and someone in the audience mentioned about SouperCubes.
Yeah, a couple of people did. One lady stood up and because we were in the middle of doing a cooking demo. I don't know if there was
I was making like desserts and things at that time, I think, but I don't know.
But a lady says that she wanted to make sure that we knew about SouperCubes, that she had found them. And
Tom, the camera's over here.
Oh, I actually have this on a slider so that we can bring you over here under the camera so that we're talking kind of in line. There we go.
That's better.
And here I was talking to Jake about sometimes we interview folks and the laptop's too low and they wind up looking up their nose.
No problem. Well, you guys, we absolutely love your products. They have been amazing. And the lady that told us about them on the cruise said, when you get home, you guys have got to get these. And somebody even when we got home, I don't know if it was her or someone else, sent us an email about the SouperCubes too.
With the link.
Yeah, with the link. And so I was like, okay, Tom, we have to get these because, people are telling us that we need these for our batch cooking. And they have been absolutely amazing. So can you tell us how you came up with this idea?
Sure.
You gotta go?
Sure. So several years ago, I was working in the Bay Area in technology, and I used to have to go visit customers internationally all the time. So Michelle and I were killing time waiting for my global entry appointment at San Francisco Airport. And we decided to go to a fancy supermarket in San Mateo called Draeger's. And they had this prepared food selection. They must have had 12 soups on offer. And we're wandering around looking at it, talking about how we should make some more soup ourselves. So Michelle was telling me about how, when you make stock, veggie stock or chicken stock or whatever kind of stock you make to be the base of your soup, it's hard to store it in the right type of setting. So she's telling me about all the different ways that people store soup in plastic bags, in ice cube trays. And she was complaining to me about it. And then the idea just popped into my head, like, well, why isn't there a large ice cube tray that has fill lines?
So Jake is an engineer by training. And when he said that, I was like, that's a great idea. Let me go to Amazon and see if I can find something, because I was using just regular ice cube trays and putting them in the measuring cup, microwaving it until I had the right portion. And I was like, they don't exist. That's so unfortunate. Like, hopefully somebody can design it.
Yeah.
And he's like, we should. I was like, what? I'm an educator by training. So it was definitely scary. But we started with just our 1 cup tray, which I can bring. This is our original one, and it was just really like designed for broth and soup and sauce. And then our customers were like, whether we have a bigger family or whether we're trying to do complete meals, they really like the 2 cup portion. And so
that's my favorite.
Yeah. And then
was this your first prototype?
The 1 cup is our first one.
It was your,
The 1 cup, that's a 2 cup.
It was, okay, he's an engineer, because it is just so well designed. Tell them about the having the frame so that it doesn't collapse.
Yeah, so
I mean, I've had a lot of silicone products. I like silicone, but the only thing I don't like about silicone is that it's not sturdy on its own. So I would have to put the silicone muffin container on a pan in the freezer or in the oven, because it would kind of flop. And so Jake had the idea to put steel along the perimeter, so you can't really bend it.
Right.
And this makes it very easy. So if you have a lot of hot soup or hot sauce and you don't want to spill it going to the freezer, there's no way.
Right.
And then inside, it's probably hard to see, but there's fill lines. And so this is our 1 cup tray. So you have fill lines for 1 cup and half cup. And then on the other side, you have it in milliliters. So you have 250 milliliters and 125. So
for the metric
for
squad.
cook with, yeah. So like my mom cooks with metric. So we have it on both. And then you have a lid that is plastic, so it makes it very easy to snap on, and then you can stack them in the freezer.
Yeah.
And I love that. And I love having the measured lines. And some of our things I like to do in the 2 cups. So like soups, Tom likes to have a hearty portion, so he wants the 2 cup size. But there's some things that sometimes I just want it as like I want to have soup and salad, and so I do like the option of having the 1 cup and being able to do the 1 cup for the soups for me, but also having the option of just doing a half cup inside of this as well. So these have been amazing, you guys.
In terms of time saver, because lunch, often you're in a hurry, and we used to, we do a lot of soups, a lot of, plant-based soups in the wintertime, and we were freezing them in these 4 cup plastic containers. And to get, for me, a 2 cup serving of soup, I had to microwave this entire 4 cup thing that is taking like 10 minutes. So now I can just grab a 2 cup SouperCube, or what I call cube soup, throw that in the bowl in the microwave, and in 5 minutes, I've got nice hot soup ready to go. And it just makes every day go better that I'm having soup, because I'm not fighting that 4 cups and then you got leftovers and then you forget to eat it the next day. So,
so then I just want to show people. So here are 4 of the 2 cups, and they fit in a gallon size bag. And then I just mark on them what it is.
This is Dr. Furman's soup. For those of you in the plant-based world, that's one of our mainstays.
And then these fit. We have some square Pyrex dishes, and these just fit right down in those, and put a lid on it, and you can pop it in your lunchbox and take it to work with you. It's so easy, and then you can just microwave it and heat it up at work.
Yeah, and what's also fun about our trays, so they're made from 100% food grade silicone, they're dishwasher safe, they're BPA free. but they're also oven safe. So when we're baking, whether it's a loaf of bread or a muffin, and we don't want to bake a really big kind of pan that we're going to have to eat in the next couple of days, is we actually just bake these in here. You don't need to add any spray because silicone is naturally nonstick. And sometimes we'll freeze it in here as well. But if you want to bake in them, it's another option as well.
Exactly. So that's one of the great benefits of not doing when we designed it, not doing any plastic parts that are part of the tray. Since the steel is embedded inside the silicone really is insulating the whole thing, and you can put it in the oven. So that was I think a great side benefit of it, that you get to dual use.
I haven't baked in them yet, but someone just emailed me this past week. And so I have a lentil loaf recipe, because we eat vegan, and it has a date glaze on it. And she made it, but then she dispersed it in these and baked it right in these. And so she got 8 servings out of it. She said it worked great. And so I haven't actually baked in them yet, but I'm anxious to do that.
Yeah.
So it's a wonderful feature of it.
Hey guys, I was just
Hey guys.
I was just over check. I'm sliding off to check the chat feed over here once in a while because there's not room for all these computers up on the counter. Madeline Green is on the live with us.
Yes.
And Madeline is who told us about this on the cruise last year.
Thank you.
Oh, fantastic.
She's on screen, having on the chat feed with us.
You really started something for us, Madeline, and we can't thank you enough for showing us about these, and it has been life-changing. Now, these are new. You want to tell us about the cookie
What is going
trays?
on here? There's something strange going on with this tray. What's
so
happening?
Cute. I love this wrinkle.
This is our
little confetti.
So some folks over at Sur La Table, a retail store, reached out to us, and they were telling us, is there a way to rethink how you freeze cookie dough? So the way that I freeze cookie dough historically is I take a cookie scoop or an ice cream scoop, and then I get a big sheet pan and I scoop it all out, and it's always really hard to scoop it out. And then I freeze in, and I try to remember to take it out after an hour, but sometimes I leave it there overnight, and then it kind of smells like freezer and less like cookie. And so we were trying to think, what are other ways to freeze cookie dough that doesn't take up the full sheet pan and has a lid so that I can leave it. And so we did a lot of testing of cookies, which I was very happy to partake in. And so we designed this tray. I ate so many cookies. And it mimics a number 40 cookie scoop. So it's about a 2.5-inch cookie when baked. And so you can use a scoop. I usually just use a spoon and kind of stuff it in. And then when you pop it out, I have some cookies here. I don't know if you can.
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
They just stack really easily because they're flat dips instead of kind of a scoop shape. And so whenever we want just 2 cookies after dinner, instead of going through the hassle of making a fresh batch, I usually just make a double batch and then freeze the extras in the cookie tray. And then they end up taking very little space compared to a sheet. So these are
absolutely.
You could just throw a few of those in the Breville, and we can have hot cookies all the days.
All the days. That's what our 4-year-old granddaughter says when she wants something every day. She's like, and we could have it all the days.
But we'll also make a homemade peanut butter cup in these that doesn't require any paper. So if you want to make peanut butter cups or any other desserts, I've made little cheesecake bites in here. So it's just a small bite-sized tray. It's really fun.
Yeah, I think it's great. And also for we have Meyer's lemon tree. And so when, they all get ripe at the same time. And so I juice them, and then you could put them in here to freeze it. So you can have just a nice size little bit of lemon juice, lime juice, or if you a lot of times I'll have a recipe that calls for some apple juice, but I don't use all of it. And we don't just drink apple juice. And so you could put that in here and freeze it and then pop it out and have the little cubes. Or excess tomato paste. A lot of times you open up a can of tomato paste and you only need 2 or 3 tablespoons. And so you have the rest left, and you don't want to toss it. So you could just fill it in here and freeze it and then pop those out. And then you'd have it pre-measured. I think it's a great.
We can't call them cubes anymore. That would be geometrically incorrect. So,
So our newest tray, so you can currently
you've got cubes for her.
She's got cubes for it.
We do. So this is our ultimate gift pack. So it's one of each. It's our 2 cup, 1 cup, half cup, and our new 2 tablespoon or 1 ounce tray. So currently, if you want to buy just this, it's an exclusive for $352, but in January, we'll be selling it on our website. So if you wanted to freeze, so we freeze like tomato paste or some sort of, we'll use like an herb oil or anything else, and you want it to be actually portioned for your recipe. These also stick really well into a bag, very similarly to this. And so it's another option if you want, or pesto, any small quantity or hummus. So
And then option. Tom can have his cubes.
Yeah,
exactly.
And every lid fits every tray, whether it's cookie or square shape.
Right. And the cookie tray wells are like, they're about 1.6 tablespoons because we designed it to be the number 40 cookie scoop volume.
Yeah.
Whereas the 2 tablespoon tray has markers for 2 tablespoons and in metric 30 milliliters and 1 ounce because 1 ounce is 2 tablespoons, but we don't always remember that. So it's helpful to have it there for folks who are like thinking more like baby food kind of portions or things like that. So
yes, absolutely. Oh, these all would have been great when our grandkids were still having baby food, because our daughter made all of her own baby food, and she was searching all the time looking for different things to use to be able to freeze them nicely. This would have been great for that.
We had a couple of questions before today's show that came in email. Folks were storing different foods and then freezing some, very spicy foods or baking something. And then they were wondering about odor dissipation. Like if you froze a very spicy chili in there and then you pop it out and, you think you can still smell some soup on there. Is that, what I know about silicone is it's an inert, flexible material. It doesn't really react with things. So I wasn't quite sure how to address that question about odor retention in the material itself.
Sure.
Yeah, that's a really good question. So we use the same trays since we got started. So they last a really long time, and we will use the same tray for tikka masala that has a lot of spices, and then for banana bread. So what we do at home is we use a dishwasher to clean our trays just on the regular cycle. You don't need to use
in the dishwasher.
cycle. And the dishwasher we find does the most effective job of just cleaning it and making sure that any odor from your delicious chili or whatever food, garlic you're cooking with gets out. If you don't have access to a dishwasher and you're able to clean a tray, but you feel like you still have like an odor that kind of lingers, you can bake these. So I haven't had to do this because we have a dishwasher, so it gets it out. But I've read that if you bake like 100% silicone in a 350-degree oven for 30 minutes, it kills any lingering odor that remains on the silicone. So that is another option for odor.
Yeah. Okay, that's really good to know. Yeah. And I do some curry soups and things, and I have never noticed any odor, and I have not put them in the dishwasher. I have always just hand washed them.
Yeah, so we haven't noticed anything with ours. Interestingly enough, one of the pressure cooker companies, because they use that silicone ring in the top of their pressure cookers, which are also, very popular in our community.
Right.
And they actually ship a second ring with it. One is a clear silicone and one is a red silicone. And the idea is that the red silicone, the one you use with the spicier dishes, and the clear one with, if you're just doing corn or potatoes or something. So they actually ship interchangeable rings because they didn't want, that's how they dealt with that. But if you can throw the whole thing in the oven. The other user question that I had come up via email is when you're popping out the frozen ones, I learned from one of you folks to start in the middle. Was it the middle or the end first that you were saying to pop things out? It's easier if you start to pop out the first cube.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, I think for me, it's just like we made butternut squash soup. I feel like just for me to hold it, like I have an easier time taking it out of the middle. But the easiest, I think, trick to letting it come out easily is if you take, so when you put this in the freezer, right, it's really tight. And you can put it on the counter for even just like 3 minutes before you need to pop out the cubes. They like come out really easily.
Right.
And so then it becomes easier. So really, regardless of whether it's the, I mean, I start with the middle out of habit, but if you just let it sit on the counter for 3 minutes, then the plastic will warm up a bit, so it'll be easier to pop out.
Okay.
And then the silicone will also warm up just enough for you to just kind of pop them out.
Yeah, and then another thing they notice when if you're popping out and it's still very cold, that you see a little bit of a white opacity right on the crease. But then as soon as you're all done with that, that goes away.
Right.
So
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
the
stretching the
natural color.
material.
Yeah, so that's just the natural color of the silicone material.
Right.
So they add coloring to when they mix up the silicone.
Right.
This silicone is like a slightly milky color in its natural state.
Yeah. Well, I saw it happen on ours, but then on ours when I was popping stuff out. But then I also noticed that it immediately went away as soon as I ripped it out. It was gone, so I never perceived it as an issue. But it's visible, and it came up as a question. So I told him I did not think it was an issue, but.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a bunch of information that kind of floats around on the internet about these things like, oh, pinch it, and then you'll know if it has fillers and that kind of stuff. And none of that is really like, it's not, there's silicone that is up to like FDA food grade standards. And then there's, more like there's other types of rubbers. And so we have our products tested for food safety on a regular basis, and where they subject it to
They do all sorts of crazy
tests,
Okay.
including, they let solvents sit on it for an extended period of time, and then they measure to see if anything came out of the material that would, to mimic stuff coming out of the food. And so, we get the products tested regularly, and they all pass at, food safety things. And if people have questions, we're happy to take
There's
them.
a question on the chat about the link. I'm going to go check it. What for your immediate sale that's happening right now? What is the link for that? Because I had to go check it. There was a comment that came up that I've got a correction to make in the link. Oh, so I'm going to slide over and do that.
So they can still go through your affiliate link and then at checkout, put in code Thanksgiving20 to get 20%.
Thanksgiving 20. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to go check that while you guys continue.
And someone was just asking if the lids can go in the oven.
The lids cannot go in the oven because they're made from plastic, but you also wouldn't want them so that the air is circulating as you're baking, whether it's lasagna or loaf.
And the plastic that we use for the lids is a BPA-free plastic. It's called polypropylene, and it's a plastic that is used a lot in food products. So pretty much like, a lot of the like food storage bins and things like that are made out of plastic are made out of this type of plastic. So they're food safe.
Okay, that's great. Now, you guys have a Facebook page also. So I do encourage everyone to check out the SouperCubes Facebook page too, because you post pictures of your own freezer, and some other people who use your products post pictures, and your freezer, I have to say, looks amazing.
Oh, thank
so can you talk to us
I
about the
love
bins?
organizing it.
Talk to us about the bins that you bought and how you store things and how you label them, because I think that's really helpful for people.
Let me go grab a bin so we can show.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
So I will say, so we've more recently had one of those bottom chest drawer freezers. And I find even the most like brilliant organizers, those are just a little bit harder. I mean, we still have it. And so what we would do is we would stack it in the bags, and then that would be the easiest. So we recently bought a upright freezer, and it is my best friend. And so we have these bins. We got them from Costco because they're much cheaper than if you get them from somewhere else. They're by iDesign. And so what we do is we put all our food in our bags. But then what I do is I just, with like a towel, I brush the bin so that it gets warm. And with masking tape, I just write what's in here. And so yesterday we finished up all our mashed potatoes for Thanksgiving. So I would then take off the mashed potato one. And so I try to organize it in similar things. So I'm Middle Eastern, we have a Middle Eastern food bin. We have a dessert bin. We have a stocks and broth bin. We have a soup bin. And that helps us kind of like visualize, okay, what should we eat for dinner or lunch today? And, we're not going to look in the dessert bin if we're looking for kind of a breakfast item.
Right. And so like Michelle will post photos, not quite weekly, but on our Instagram, which is, at SouperCubes. So if you want to check out the the photo stream.
Yeah.
See the freezer updates.
Yeah, I love that. That is a brilliant idea. You are such a teacher. Our daughter's a teacher too. She's very very organized like that. And I love using the tape because then you can just pull that tape off when that particular thing is gone. And so that particular bag of stuff, and then add a new one. And to have them all divided up makes it so much easier. And I agree with you. I do not like a chest freezer. We have an upright freezer, and it's so much easier to use the upright freezer. So I love that. So when you got those bins, was that from Costco.com? That
It was.
Those?
Yeah, so they're called iDesign. I think it's like 10 inches by 12 inches, but I can measure and write back to you. And they're the tall kitchen. At Bed Bath & Beyond, they're like $20 each. And then at Costco, it was, I think like 6 for $60, and 3 of them are much more narrow and 3 of them are wider. I don't know if they're still in stock. You know, we just bought it maybe like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
But the only thing I'll say about them is the plastic really does need to warm up. It takes just a few minutes, and kind of like with the towel, because there have been times where I've rushed it and then the masking tape falls out, and I bought freezing tape. And really the trick is just let the bin get to room temp for 2 minutes, and then the sticker will stick. There are other brands. The best thing I would encourage you to do is if you go to a store, take whichever bag you're going to freeze in. So like, these are the bags I freeze in, and I took it to the store and I put it in all the bins to make sure they fit, because I just had a hard time remembering all the measurements. I was like, maybe I'll go this way, or maybe I'll go that way. So bring it in, and the clerk was like, we don't sell bags. And I was like, no, this is mine. I just want to make sure it fits. And then also, if you can't, like, you know, measure the height of your freezer, either the shelf or the depth of it, so that you know you can kind of just.
Those are all very good ideas. Thank you. And I'm wondering, like, we have a place called the Container Store. They might have something too, although they're going to be a lot more expensive than Costco, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
well,
think
you don't have to buy
sales.
6.
Yeah, you don't have to buy 6. I think they're having sales, and they have like different bins. I would actually go to the Container Store often with my bag to make sure. And I think it also depends how you freeze. We freeze a lot of 1 cup and 2 cup, but for our like smaller things, like a lot of our half cup ones, we use different shaped bins. And so it's okay if your system looks different, because you're freezing food a little bit differently.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And everybody's eating habits are a little bit different. So everyone's freezer is going to look a little bit different depending on what you make. Did you get that taken care of?
Well, a couple of things. I had the web address wrong on Nourish Box, so I fixed that. I keep putting in the O before the U, so I took that out. And I just got another comment from one of our viewers that they're trying to use the Black Friday 20 and it's not going through. And I jumped on and went through to the checkout, and I tried to put it in, and it also.
It's
Thanksgiving
20.
Black Friday is Holland Bowl.
Let me go. Maybe I copied and pasted.
Thanksgiving 20.
Okay, I'm going to go fix that.
Yeah. 2020 is a crazy year. That's okay.
It has been, hasn't it? It's been exhausting. Absolutely exhausting. So, do you have any future plans for any other types of products?
Yes, we do. So this one will be on our website this January. And then one is
separately.
Separately.
Right now, it's available as the set of 4 with
the
1, 2, half, and deck.
Okay.
But something we're working on, we're far from finished. We're still trying to pick a factory and kind of nail down the design, is that a lot of people have talked about wanting a baking dish for the 2 cups. So yesterday I heated up 2 cups of mashed potatoes, or I might heat up a 2-cup portion of lasagna. And we've been able to find small baking dishes, but it's been very hard to find them again. And so we're
working on designing
something
like little baking dishes that fit the 2-cup tray. So if you make like a lasagna or like a crisp or a shepherd's pie or something like that, that's a full meal. You just pop it right in there and you can stick it in the oven.
Yes, well, that was going to be my suggestion to you, but you came up with it. That's so awesome.
So we have a few different, we're working on some slight design variations, and our partner who lives in China is working on figuring out which factory we want to work with, because the people who we work with on that side of the ocean are very important to us, and making sure that we pick the right partner is super important. Quality is something that we take extremely seriously, and we like to go visit and meet them ourselves.
But we also make sure that our factory pays our employees well, that there's safe working conditions. So the factory that we partnered with pays 4 to 6 times the minimum wage of that city. So it's really important to us that we don't just pick someone who can make a tray or a dish, but it's someone that we would be proud to affiliate with our family business. So
I love that. I love
it takes a little bit of time to find the factory, but
well, the first time that I took one of the 2-cup cubes, and I thought, what am I going to heat this up in? And then, so I was going through my kitchen looking for what glass dish do I have that this will fit in. And I thought, SouperCubes needs to come out with something to heat these up with it. We could have a whole set of kitchen essentials. Yes.
Okay, I've got everything fixed on the code. Thank you. Thank you for Fabulous Health for prompting me that needed to be done. Thanksgiving 20. I'm so sorry. I also got a comment from, I lost who it was here. They said, Tom, you have one job.
Do it right. Do it right.
So,
well, the unfortunate thing is you can't get fired. So, or maybe that's unfortunate. Well, I was going to say, you just can't get fired.
There was a question that came up on that bin, and I didn't get to see it because I was over here, that you talked about where to get your storage bin.
What's the question?
Is there a link for where to get that storage bin?
Costco.com.
Costco.com.
The brand is iDesign. They also
iDesigns.
Go by ID simply. It's all the same company. I don't know why
they probably have different brands for
different
stores, especially Costco, because of how Costco works.
But you can get it at the Container Store. I've seen them there. You can also get them at Bed Bath and Beyond. And I like getting the tall kitchen bins because I freeze in gallon-sized bags. That way it doesn't kind of flop over. And I think it's called like the extra large tall kitchen bin.
Yeah.
And I just use regular tape.
Masking tape.
Just regular tape and a sharp.
And you can get it in pretty colors. So you could have one color for main dishes. You could have one color for desserts. You could, have it be color coded.
Well, we started out building our soup mountain horizontally. And so it kept getting taller and taller because we have a full-size freezer in the garage. And invariably, when the one I would want would be on the bottom.
Oh, no.
And so Tammy recently came up, I don't know what you're using, but now they're stored vertically, kind of like file folder style. So you can just pull up and she's got them labeled. And of course, you can see, okay, ginger butternut squash, Dr. Furman's soup.
I know, but did you see she puts it on the container with tape. With tape on the container.
And it's like a file.
Yeah, so you know what is in that particular bin. And then when you run out, you just rip
I'll
that
catch it on the replay because I didn't see it. I was over here.
She's a teacher. She's like Katie, very organized.
Jesse says some days it would be a blessing just to be fired.
Well, you're not getting fired.
Jesse is I don't know if you guys have a feed go, but one of our moderators, our official troll hunter, she's giving me. I'm getting side advice over here. Okay, I'm going to go check for more questions.
Okay, he'll check for more questions. That's awesome. Yeah. Okay, so you both still have full-time jobs and run this as well.
So Jake just quit his job very recently to run.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And I'm actually a PhD student during the day. So I should be working on my dissertation. And I also work as a research analyst, but I'll be leaving my research analyst job so I can focus just on my PhD and SouperCubes starting this January.
Oh, very exciting. Congratulations.
Oh, but it's super fun to be, running your own company and kind of in control of your own destiny in that way. And it's really that we're able to do that is thanks to, folks like yourselves and the people in your community who appreciate the product and share it with each other. And, that's why we're able to do it. So we're happy to be able to produce something that people find very valuable and useful.
Yeah, it's so rewarding because you're doing good. You're doing really good work and you're helping us become more efficient in the kitchen. And it's fantastic. Yeah. So you have another question, Tom?
Oh, one of our one of our regular community members named John Warren, he recently bought 2 of the gift sets and is really happy that he was able to get those. So
Yeah.
Thank you.
they're working well here.
The gift set's a great deal because you get the 4 trays for $70. That's the regular price is $69.99. And so now with the 20% off, it's in the 50s, which is really a great deal on them. So, just I think if you're considering it, I think that's a great way to go. I mean, also, but if you want to do, the 2 packs are also a great deal because they're regularly $36.99, and with the 20% off, you're getting over $7 off the set of trays. So that's a great deal too.
Yeah, that's a wonderful
Were you
savings.
guys clear on how long that lasted through? It's through Monday midnight, is it?
Tuesday. We wanted to give everybody an extra day.
An extra day.
Through Tuesday.
Okay, through Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like
I
Tuesday.
might have said Monday midnight.
Monday, yeah, through December 1st at 1 minute to midnight. Just
through December 1st. Okay. Janet is asking, did you say leave out on the counter for 3 minutes or 30 minutes? 3 minutes, Janet.
3 minutes.
Just a few minutes. Yeah, and then it loosens up just enough to easily pop out.
Yeah, and then Denver Hayes is asking, are the 1/2 tablespoon trays sold out outside of the 4-piece gift set?
Good question. So we designed these with food52.com. So we promised them for 2020 that they would be allowed to sell just the 2-pack of these only.
So they have an exclusive for a while.
So they have it through the end of the year.
So part of our agreement is that we can only send it in the gift set, but in January their exclusivity ends, and so we're going to sell it January 1st as a 2-pack of these only.
Okay. So if they want one now, let's say the name of that outlet again.
Food52.com.
Food52.com.
Yeah, they're probably having
I'm sure they're having
a sale as well.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I don't know. Yeah, but they have a lot of nice things, and they carry all of our products as well.
Okay. So one right away, go there, but I can't take you there.
Yeah.
So I was giving some people some rights to some other websites earlier this morning. So
okay.
Okay. Next question. Would she see? Okay, I think we answered Denver. Please restate the coupon for the link and the name of the bins. So the coupon is Thanksgiving 20 again. That's my mistake that I got another company's discount code on yours. We answered the bin question. Does the ultimate gift pack include 4 lids? The way it's worded, I wasn't sure. That's from Donna.
Yes, every set that we sell, there's always 1 lid for each tray.
Okay, great.
Okay, great.
Okay.
We do, if something happens to your lids, like you accidentally.
So like one time I carried too many things from the freezer and I dropped them.
Right. So if you break the lid or, something, you set it on the stove and it melts or something like that, you can get a replacement set. We sell them in the set of 2. So you can get those from us as well.
That's good.
So if it's super cold and you drop it, you could break it.
It could crack.
Yeah. Like I had like 4 cups of soup and I dropped it lid down because I wasn't being careful. And so the corner broke.
I mean, we built them so that the plastic is pretty thick to try to resist, breakage for like small drops, and they are drop tested by our product testing facility. But if it's like full of frozen stuff, that's a lot of weight, and you can only ask so much from plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've had that same experience with a different brand, but plastic lids, things that I was freezing and took them out and then dropped them on because our spare our freezer is in the garage. And so that's a concrete floor and broke right then. Lid, bottom, everything just cracked. And so there's something because you're right, it's full of something that's frozen, it's heavy, and it's just going to crack. So that's good to know that we can get replacement lids. Yeah. Any other questions, Tom?
One other thing that I thought we might show, that they're not in stock right now because they turned out to be so popular, unexpectedly popular. But we created a special edition version of the of the 1 cup tray
Oh,
that
cute.
comes in pink and mint green, and they have little sprinkles in them. So this is the
So
sprinkles
fun.
edition set. You can see them on our website, but they're sold out right now, unfortunately. Hopefully we'll
Okay.
have them back before the end of the holiday season, so people can get them as gifts for folks. But it's just kind of a fun bit of color that we thought we would do to brighten things up a little bit, and they turned out to be very popular. Too popular, in fact.
Yes.
I love that. This so cute. But I like this color too. I think this is really fun. You guys, you did good. I mean, they're aesthetically pleasing. So as well as being functional. So I love that.
Thank
So
you.
is all of your family using SouperCubes now?
So it's funny. My mom does not freeze food for the most part. She freezes some key things here and there. And when I met Jake, I was telling him, I meal prep every Sunday and then I eat the same food till Friday.
That's not something that I
He was like,
can get on
you eat
board
the
with.
same food till Friday. And I said, well, I'm in education and I don't make a lot of money and I live in an expensive state, so I can't buy the food every week. And he's like, you should freeze it. And I was like, I would never freeze my food. And here we are, just a few years later.
With the food freezing company.
With the food freezing company. But so my mom is slowly learning to freeze food. We saw her earlier this week and she had just a whole freezer of lemon and lime juice from her tree and various products. My sister freeze food. My brother has 5 kids, so he says he doesn't know what leftovers are. And he does not meal prep. He just tries to keep them full. Yeah. But his mom has the most beautiful freezer of frozen food and perfect blocks. Whenever before COVID she would travel, his dad would just show us pictures. Oh, I took a block of chili. Oh, I took a block of rice. And they love SouperCubes too. Yeah.
So my mom has a ton of them, and then our other partner, his parents. He lives in China, but he's my buddy from high school. But his parents live in LA also, and they have a ton, and they use them all. And they're Persian, so they have a lot of stews and stuff that they make.
Yes.
So anything like that freezes so well in the SouperCubes, and the individual.
And so many of the Persian foods take a long time to make.
So much time.
Yes, and so that's fantastic. Yeah, I have a friend she's vegan, but she's Persian, and her food is amazing, but a lot of it takes a long time to make. So we got to get Shada.
If you're gonna make it, you should make a lot of it.
We got to get Shada to get.
Yeah, she's got a
SouperCubes.
YouTube channel called Cooking with Shada.
Yeah.
And her specialty is whole food, plant-based, salt, oil, and sugar-free Persian foods.
Oh wow! I have to check that out.
Yeah, very tasty.
Her food is amazing.
Yeah,
but I love that this has gone out to all your family.
Oh yeah.
Too. Okay. I mean, it's wonderful to know that you're helping, you're changing people's lives and how they do things.
I mean, the emails that we get that say basically that you changed my life. And when we first started getting them, it was
like, what?
Hard to believe. Yeah, it was so hard to believe. But I mean, I think there's no other way that I could look at how we've been able to build the company up over the last 2-3 years and see it any other way, that if people weren't as enthusiastic about the product and what it did for them.
And to tie in with us, since Tammy's specialty in the plant-based community, one of her specialties is what we call batch cooking. And so when she cooks anything, she goes large on the quantity, and so the storage becomes an issue.
Yeah.
And so the ability to have healthy, our tagline is get healthy, stay healthy, one meal at a time. And batch cooking soups, and be able to turn that into cube soup plays into that. But we get emails from folks that tell us that they were diabetic, they reversed their diabetes, their blood sugars fell down to well below 100, their cholesterol went from 250 down to 135. They're out walking and running again. They're playing with their grandkids. Life-changing things happen from a proper diet, and of course, SouperCubes help us achieve a proper diet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, we're not no salt, but we're low sodium for health reasons, and I mean, you can't find any sauce or anything in the store that isn't packed with sodium and preservatives. And so for our health, we have to make all of our own food too. And so it lets us reduce our food waste. So if we're making a big thing of sauce or curry, we're not going to throw it away because we didn't get to it quickly enough. It lets us save money. But it also lets us keep our health because we know exactly which ingredients are going into all the dishes
That's right.
that we're eating. And then we would not be able to just go to the store as easily and pick it up because we know if you look at the nutrition fact, it's just like all sorts of ingredients that we don't want to put in our bodies. So
Exactly. And we eat we eat predominantly organic. And so we spend a lot of money on our food. And so we don't want to waste it.
No.
yeah,
Plus when you've gone to all the time to shop, prep, cook, you want that effort to not be tossed in the garbage. Just like yesterday, I had my curry ginger butternut squash soup and I had frozen it in the 2-cup cubes. And so I was like, oh, there's going to be 4 of us adults. And, so I was able to just pop out. I had that soup already made it 2 weeks ago, so it made it so easy for the holiday just to pop them out and then heat up exactly what I needed.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about you guys yesterday.
thank
Yeah,
you.
I think we answered this earlier, but just to confirm, Jesse's asking to confirm all SouperCube, every time you buy a SouperCube tray, it's going to come with a lid.
Yes.
Yeah,
Every
that's right.
tray comes with a lid.
Yeah, I mean, when we first launched in early 2018, we didn't think the lid was that important. And we quickly found out that people wanted lids. So ever since probably August of 2018, every tray has come with a lid.
Okay.
Well, I like it because it allows me to stack everything.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. And you could use it without the lid, but you don't have to.
Yeah. No, I'm glad you guys put lids, especially because like I'm walking from my kitchen out to my garage to put them in the freezer. So I'm glad to have a lid on it, so if I slosh a little bit, then it's all contained. Another question.
What's going on with shipping charges right now with respect to the Thanksgiving 20 sale versus, normal business when there's not a special holiday promotion?
So the shipping situation is the same as normal, which is free shipping on orders over $50. And so I guess that the question is if it's that includes the $50 includes the discount. So the discounted amount needs to be above $50 for it to be
okay. So $50 net price after discount.
That's right.
Then the shipping is free. Otherwise, how much is it?
Otherwise, it's $4.99.
Which is that's
nothing.
No, I mean it's basically a subsidy, because shipping is more expensive.
It costs you $10 to ship anything. Yeah.
Unfortunately, Amazon has tricked everybody into thinking that shipping is free and should be free, but shipping is actually very expensive.
It's very
Yes, it is. Yeah, no, in my former career, I was familiar with shipping charges and you couldn't ship anything for $4.95, that's for sure. So that's definitely a discount.
Yeah, that is a very reasonable shipping fee.
Okay, was there, from Jesse, is there a special link directly to the Tablespoon tray? Yeah, I think maybe.
This is the cookie tray.
The Tablespoon tray that's exclusive with
Food 52. We can send you to
Food 52's website, Jesse, and maybe you asked that.
And January 1, they'll be available on the SouperCubes website.
Yeah,
right.
And then Joan, yes, the cookie tray does have a lid. All trays come with lids. But
That's
just
right.
show it on the website because probably you wanted to see how pretty the inside was.
Right, and the cookie tray lid actually is interchangeable with the regular tray lid, which is why we made them the same size. So that's the cookie tray lid. Here's a regular tray lid, and you can see
they all fit each other.
They all fit each
It's
other.
a pure stroke of engineering genius, Jake.
Well, it's just convenience is very important. One of the worst things when you're dealing with those sets of containers and they're all different sizes, and then
I hate that.
The right one.
you can never.
Yes,
find
I
the right
hate
thing.
that. So no, this is great.
So Annette's asking what my former career was. It was not in the food industry. No, I was a lifelong representative in the dental industry from the 70s through the middle of this last decade. So I spent 40 years in the dental industry in all aspects of it. But most notably, if you've been to a dentist lately and you get a thing called a CERAC, a ceramic one-visit crown, where you leave with your fixed tooth, my company and I was heavily involved in bringing that to market globally, actually, but in the United States, my company was responsible for that engineering marvel, the one visit ceramic crown. But I did everything in dentistry. I managed, a regional store for 17 years. I developed, designed, and engineered dental offices from the ground up. Early in my career, I packed boxes and shipped them, and so so that's how I know about shipping. But that was like 1976. So
It's been a while, honey.
so
It's been a
anyway,
while.
but I retired 6 years ago and have been really involved in the plant-based community with Tammy ever since. So so that's but I had a lot of different jobs in that dental career.
I'm gonna check and see any other questions. People are
Jess-
saying things like "so smart," "how convenient,"
Thank you.
That's awesome.
So
Okay,
great.
Jamie Smiles just bought 2 gift sets, but they're both for her.
Okay.
I say, well, you know what? There's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
Okay.
Got to get yourself a gift.
That's
You
right.
deserve it.
All right.
Absolutely.
So have you guys covered all of your product you needed to go over here?
Yeah, we've covered everything.
Okay. All right.
Looks like I think we did pretty
Yeah,
good.
I'm just scrolling up here. I think I caught everything going up. So anyway, for those of you that have not refreshed your browser, I've made the corrections in the links. So when you refresh, then the new information will come up instead of the other company's discount code, which is not their discount code. I was really jamming yesterday, Jake. I was going really fast. So because we had our immediate family coming over for our Thanksgiving bubble dinner. So
Okay, so for your Instagram account, what is the name on your Instagram account?
It's SouperCubes, so spelled like soup, SOUPER, cubes.
Okay.
We're just at SouperCubes. And on Facebook, our group is called Freezer Meals and Recipes. And that's where people share recipe tips, how to organize their freezer. They ask questions. And so I'm always popping in and engaging with everyone.
Okay, fantastic. So we encourage everyone to check those out and to go over to the website, take advantage of the 20% off right now.
Yeah. And then moving forward, once we get past this brief holiday moment, I wanted to clarify for everybody, because we've talked about the first time you go onto SouperCubes in the past using the supercubes.com / do we have a nutmeg on that, or is it a number?
I think it's a number.
I think it's a
unfortunately.
It's a
referral
number.
number.
Yeah, I think we're affiliate number 5 or 6 or something. But
6.
anyway, use our link, and a pop-up comes up that says get 10% off your first order by subscribing to their Jake and Michelle's newsletter. And so, and I wasn't clearly saying that you fill out your email address to subscribe to the newsletter, and then you get the 10% discount for a not holiday time frame order. So
First order.
Yeah,
So-
we'll email it to you, and then you place it at checkout. That
Yeah.
coupon code.
Right. So, and we don't spam people with the emails. And actually, if you're a part of the newsletter, you'll get notifications about any upcoming sales that we're going to have first, because we notify the people on our newsletter.
Sometimes we'll
First.
sell out. So
Sometimes we'll sell out of things. So, if you want to get something.
okay.
That's a good thing. That means just the success that you're having, that
Yeah.
you sell out, you guys. That's so fantastic.
Okay, well, we should let them get on with their day.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
thank you so much for
Thank
spending.
you, guys. Have a great day.
All right.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy
Hey,
holidays.
when you have a new product, give us a heads up and we'll get you back on another live show for that.
Will do.
Perfect.
Thanks
We
so
will
much,
definitely
Jamie.
do that.
Sounds
Okay,
good.
all
Bye,
right.
you guys.
All right,
Thanks.
bye. Okay.
All right. Well, that was fun.
Okay, I'll take these away.
They're a super cute, fun couple, you guys. And we really like dealing with people like that who love what they're doing and are trying to do something good for other people. So it's just so rewarding. Okay, so now let's bring over the Beet Boost. And we'll talk about Beet Boost. So I get a lot of questions about Beet Boost because I have it almost every day. And so it's always in my food diary when I post, or sometimes I forget. And I just eventually I got tired of taking a picture of it every day. So I just took a picture of the two together because somebody said to me, are you taking pictures of everything every day? And I said, yeah. And then I thought, why am I doing that? I shouldn't have to take the time to do that. And that way I can just keep it on my phone. So the Beet Boost that I like, this is made by the NutriGardens. It's called Revitalize Original Flavor. So the original flavor is a combination of beet powder and unsweetened cherries. And this is the one that I really like. People ask me, does it taste like beets? Yes, I think that it does taste a lot like beets. I'm going to take a taste. Now, I make mine more diluted than what they say. They say to use a tablespoon with like 8 ounces of water, and that is really strong. So this glass holds 24 ounces of water, and I put 1 tablespoon of Beet Boost in 24 ounces. Oh, and then I should get my little tool that I use to mix it up. Let me grab that. And because it is a powder, it is just a little bit tricky to get it to dissolve. And so this is actually the Aero Latte. This is a little frother, and it's battery operated. You can hear it. And it works great. I mean, you can froth like almond milk or soy milk with it if you want, to put in your tea or to make hot chocolate. But what I do is I put water in this cup, in this glass, up to about here. So, maybe it's about a cup of water. And then I put my 1 tablespoon of Beet Boost powder in, and then I get it all blended up with this. And then I fill the rest of it with water. And then I just sip on this, until it's gone. And I put ice cubes in it because I like it to be really cold. I just think it tastes better when it's really cold. So I'm using it because it helps reduce inflammation. And as those of you who followed me know, I have a problem with chronic sciatic nerve pain. And I find that this really helps with the nerve pain because I get pain, going all the way down through the calf of my right leg. But it does a lot of other things too. So it helps with joint pain. It helps with muscle recovery after exercise. If you drink it before you're going to go hiking or go for a run, it helps you have more stamina because it increases the amount of oxygen that you have in your blood system. Tom can talk about it because he delved into all the science of it. Did you want to talk about?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I have a screen to bring up on that.
Okay.
Just so we can kind of finish up, though, we have a couple of questions came in about SouperCubes before I jump into that.
Okay.
Just to kind of finish that up. Because I want to, Jesse's saying, Tom, correct that if we use your direct link to SouperCubes website, there is free shipping across the board without a minimum dollar amount in your order. That's not what I just heard from Jake. He said that that you have to meet the minimum after the discount.
Yes, $50 minimum. You get free shipping
over $50. And
over
if it's
$50.
Under, it's only $5, which is very low.
Right. It's $4.99 for shipping.
Yeah.
If it's under $50, if it has to be $50 after the discount in order to get the free shipping.
Yeah.
But $4.99 is very inexpensive shipping, you guys.
Okay. SB's then asking, is there added sugar in the Beet
No,
Boost?
there is no added sugar in this. This is just the beet powder and the dried cherry powder. So that is all that's in it. It's 20 servings. So you get 20 tablespoons in here. It's 36 calories per serving if you need to know that. There's 27 milligrams of sodium, and that is just the natural sodium that is in the beets and the cherries. And it's 6 grams of sugar, and that is the natural sugar that is found in the beets and the cherries. And 1 gram of protein. And it has 164 milligrams of potassium in it. So they use a beet juice concentrate and a tart cherry extract is what this is made from. And then you were going to talk about.
Yeah, in the show notes, I put a link to a video that we did all about beverages a few weeks back. And in that video, and I put in the show notes, I think it's like the 30 and a half or 31 and a half minute mark, somewhere in there. I went pretty deep into the tall grass of the science behind what's going on in your bloodstream when you drink Beet Boost. But just to put this graphic up here real quick, this is a cross section of an artery, and the properties of Beet Boost is it helps your body generate the nitric oxide, which is generated in that endothelium layer, the very first layer inside your blood vessel. That layer then creates nitric oxide, which is what is the signal to the tissue, the tissue around the muscles around the artery to relax, to allow the artery to open up to increase your blood flow. So that's really the basic mechanism behind that. And I go into a bit more detail on that in that other video. But the other thing that they're putting in this particular one is the beets with tart cherries. And another factor in having all these mechanisms work well is to minimize free radicals, to have plenty of antioxidants. Because free radicals are what kills the nitric oxide. There's little extra electrons running around, and they grab the electrons from the nitric oxide and cancel out its ability to help those muscles relax around the arterial walls. So they're really doing a good job of maximizing the effectiveness of the Beet Boost by adding those tart cherries in there, which takes out the free radicals in your system. Awful lot of science here, but what we do here is that athletes use this stuff and they'll drink it like 45 minutes before they're going to do some very rigorous exercise, because it I don't know that it's like putting a supercharger on your engine. You just get more oxygen going, and then you can go faster or longer or stronger or harder. So
and it is used by a lot of Olympic athletes.
Yeah.
To use this.
But generally speaking, it helps the body's blood flow overall, which helps you from your brain down to the tip of your toes. So, and it tastes good. It's a usual part of our beverage diet. So
yeah, and I'll find, because I dilute it in the 24 ounces, that the beet flavor is not real strong because I have it so diluted. So you could use a smaller amount in a smaller glass of water, and they do have it. They have a good sale going on with it right now. You get 25% off, and that only goes through midnight tonight. And so
this one's short term. This is a Black Friday only sale, just the one day.
So I stocked up. Well, it started yesterday.
Did anybody notice that we're wearing our black clothes for Black Friday? I thought Dillon and Reeves would be so proud of us because they do all this theme stuff.
Oh, you're so funny.
So I broke out black t-shirt, my black shirt.
Okay.
I don't know if I have any black underwear.
And so, I stocked up like for the year because it's on sale. Now, they do have some other products. They have another flavor that is more cherry. Maybe you can go to can you bring up their website?
I'll work on that. Because there's another question: is there Beet Boost from SB? Is there Beet Boost without cherries? Is there one with just beets?
I don't think that they have. I don't think that NutriGardens has one, and we are an affiliate with them, so we do have the affiliate link, and we really appreciate it if you decide to reorder, if you would use our affiliate link. But the 25% off is like the best deal I've ever seen for it. And so we just ordered enough for me for the rest of the year, because I've been having such a difficult time. So they have a watermelon hydrate. That would be something.
Well, here, I'll switch over.
For people who are running.
Okay, so we're looking at Spin Boost, powered by red spinach, beets with tart cherries, Watermelon hydrate, replenish.
Okay, so that must be the only flavor they have now. For a while, they had 2 flavors of the Beet Boost.
Yeah, spin boost, spinach, used in spin boost. So go to the website and read about this a little bit. I don't need to type, you guys cruising the website, but there's another. So I don't know. I'm not clear that there's one without cherries.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think there. It doesn't look like
Yeah.
there's the Beet
Yeah.
Boost without
There's a
the
couple
cherries.
questions on storage here. If I can get back over to our live stream.
Okay.
Joan has some Beet Boost that she bought a while ago, forgot about it, and she's used half of it, and the rest is in the bottom of the container, hard as a rock. Have you ever had this happen? And do you think it's safe to use? There was an answer that it's shelf stable.
Yeah, it doesn't have. It has a long, like, this one doesn't expire until October of 2022. But I use a lot of it, so I go through quite a bit of it. What I would do, if it look on the bottom of your container for the expiration. So if it hasn't expired, then what I would do is I would put it, if you have a little coffee grinder, coffee bean grinder, a spice grinder, or a mini food processor, one of the small ones, I would put it in there and make it into a powder again. And they do come with the little, what's this thing called?
So if it got, this is a product of humidity. That's a desiccant packet. And if moisture got in there, then it hardens it. So it might be a matter of just loosening it up with an implement or with a electrical.
Yeah, so like
appliance.
the Table Tasty, the salt substitute, Benson's Table Tasty,
It gets that way.
it can get hard. And so I had some, I found with it that if I kept it in the refrigerator, the Table Tasty in the refrigerator, it does not get hard. But I did have some that got hard in the cupboard. And so I just put it in my food processor, my little mini one, and processed it, and it turned into a powder again.
Yeah.
So
there's a comment here from Jamie that when you click on the Beet Boost, it gives you the option of original or cherry. This is the original. It says in the green banner here, original flavor down in the fine print. It's called Revitalize now, which is a new name. It used to be just called Beet Boost. But it does have the tart cherries in there for the antioxidant. The cherry is a cherry flavored. This one is beet flavor with cherries for antioxidant. The cherry one is cherry flavored as opposed to beet flavored. So that is a different product.
And I did taste it. I think when we went to see Chef AJ, I think she gave us a bottle of that.
Yeah.
And I didn't like the flavor of it as well as this one, but I do like beets. But this is when I mix it in 24 ounces, it's very, although it looks very, very red, it's really diluted. So, and I think it tastes good. Now, you can use it if you don't want to just drink it. You can use it when you're cooking. So you can put it in a smoothie. And you probably wouldn't taste it at all then. You can put it in, people put it in hummus. They'll make a hummus dip, and then they'll put a scoop of Beet Boost in their hummus dip. And, if you were going to like mix up my muffins, or you were going to make some cookies or something, you could just throw a scoop of it in there and have it be that way. And that would be very dispersed then. But that's a lot of people use it in cooking.
She said that her expiration date is July 21st, July of 21. So yeah, get the hammer out and break it up and it'll still be good.
Yeah, I would just put it in the food processor or a little mill if you have like a little spice mill or spice grinder.
Yeah. Randy Carroll is saying, do you think Beet Boost would help arthritis? First of all, we're not medical professionals, so technically we're not qualified to answer that medically. It improves your circulation. That's what's been scientifically proven and what you know.
And also it's also good for joint pain. So if you go to nutritionfacts.org, and Dr. Greger has videos on the benefits of beets And then, it's always a good idea to check with your physician to make sure, because someone the other day emailed me and told me she was going to buy the Beet Boost. I forget what her medical condition was, but I think maybe, does this have oxalates in it? Does beets? Well, anyway,
spinach does.
Spinach does. Well, anyway, her doctor told her it would, for her, she talked to him about the product, and for her, her doctor said that it was not a good product for her because of her condition. He did not want her eating beets or having this.
Yeah, it's people that have kidney issues have to stay away from oxalates, which includes sweet potatoes and spinach, things like that.
Yeah.
So
So anyway.
Okay.
Do we have this on our Amazon store? I think we have this on our Amazon store, this Aero Latte. So check our Amazon store for this. I use this every day, you guys. It's awesome.
Okay. Randy's saying I can't find the link to the SouperCube gift set. I linked to their site, but I don't know that I linked straight to the SouperCube gift set. I'll take a look and see if I can find that page in there. But yeah, I didn't link directly to the SouperCube gift set. I only linked to the SouperCube's general site, and then it should be within there. I'll take a look as we go forward here.
Okay.
So
beets have oxalates, Randy's Dillon saying. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's what I thought. I think she had kidney stones, I think was the problem. And so the doctor told her that a beet supplement would not be good for her.
Okay, we're getting an answer on this other thing too. And it just jumped to go to this SouperCubes. Okay, Jamie says, Jamie's saying to Randy Carroll, click on the link, then select see all products under the products shown and hurry because they're expected to sell out.
Yeah.
So,
well, you better get me one before they sell out.
Okay, well, I've got something queued up in there because I was testing that Black Friday. I don't know if that's what I put in there.
Oh, I want the set.
Okay, I got to get our order in. All right.
Before all of these people buy it.
Okay.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay, so that's Beet Boost. I do find that it helps.
Yeah.
And, I've also been making my own celery juice in the Champion juicer. And people tell me that you can also make juice in the Vitamix. I've never tried that, so I don't know. But I also found that the celery juice also helped with the inflammation. It's just that we have been so busy the last couple of weeks that I have not had time, except maybe once or twice, to make the celery juice. And so I really love having the Beet Boost because then I can just make it and quickly, and I can put it in a to-go cup, and I can take it with me. And I like the convenience of it. It's not an inexpensive product. That's why you really want to take advantage of the discount.
Yeah, it's not an inexpensive product.
That's right. It's expensive.
It's an investment in your health.
Yeah.
So some housekeeping, and Jesse, this is for you. Thank you for posting that SouperCubes link. However, we are affiliates of SouperCubes, and so if you go in through the affiliate link we provide, and then follow the clicking on the products to find that kit, and that does help our site. That direct link will actually go around Nutmeg Notebook and be a non-Nutmeg Notebook affiliate purchase. So, so I just want folks to be aware of that we appreciate your support by using the Nutmeg Notebook link and then finding the products from there. So just helping you out because you always help me out a lot. So as monitor, if you want to deal with that posting in any appropriate way, that would be great.
Okay, any other questions about Beet Boost? If not, then I'm going to move on to my next item. I'm going to move this out of the way.
Okay.
I feel like what time is it?
I don't know. I said starting at 9 and then going as long as it takes. So,
okay. So now.
Yeah, is that stuff okay over there?
Yeah, I'll just move it over here.
All right.
That way I can still get to my Beet Boost. I'm breaking my fast with Beet Boost. Okay. Oh, and I've got to talk about these too. So I got to bring these in a little bit. All right, you guys. Woo, it might be snack time. So a lot of you follow Dillon on Well Your World, and these are some of Dillon's products. And these are plant-based, SOS-free, which stands for salt, oil, and sugar. And Dillon has the Well Your World website, Facebook page, and the Well Your World YouTube channel. And he has come out with all of these amazing products for us. So there's some things here that are new that I wanted to talk to you about. And some things are just in new packages, which is really fun. So let's start. This is date powder. And so all this is ground up dates. And you can use this to sweeten things. So if you want to sweeten a drink, or you want to make a shake, or you want to sweeten your oatmeal, or you want to use it in your muffins to make your muffins sweeter. It is just whole crushed dates. It's organic and non-GMO. And we are affiliates. Wait, I got to see which way to turn this. We are affiliates of Well Your World. So we have an affiliate link if you want to order from them. And so this is a new product of his. So, and recently, Dr. Greger came out and was saying what the best two sweeteners were. And one was date sugar. So this would be like date sugar, and date syrup. So I think it's pretty exciting. So I haven't used this yet. I haven't even gotten a chance to open this yet, but let's do it. Can you maybe?
Oh, I can work on that. No, don't break it for your nose. Up, up, up.
Have Tom do it
Sometimes
for me.
I see her doing things she should.
I'm gonna
get
go.
a knife. I'll
Okay.
get it.
Okay. And would you grab a spoon too?
Okay.
And then we'll show them that. Now, this is the cheese sauce. He used to sell it in a great big bag, and we have one of the great big bags, but this is the new container that it comes in. And so everything is in here to make cheese sauce. And you guys know we make our own cheese sauce. In fact, my Chipotle nacho cheese sauce, it's a very popular recipe on the
what
blog.
happened the other day?
But the other day,
there was an emergency.
There was an emergency because we didn't have any made, and we were tired. It was late, but Tom wanted to have his taco salad, and I said, make Dillon's cheese sauce, and we'll just add some chipotle powder to it. And so it was so great. It saved us that night because I wanted nachos and he wanted his taco salad. And so all you have to do is mix it roughly 2-to-1, 2 parts water with 1 part of cheese sauce. Put it in your blender and blend it up. And you get cheese sauce, instant cheese sauce. So you want to know what's in it. Non-fortified nutritional yeast and russet potatoes. Of course, they're dehydrated. And onion, garlic, mustard seed, turmeric, paprika, cumin, and black pepper. And it's absolutely delicious. And of course, we like ours to be a little spicy. So we added a little bit of jalapeno powder, a little bit of chili powder, and smoked paprika. And in just a few minutes, we had cheese sauce. So even if you make your own cheese sauce like we normally do, Tom makes it now once a week. I've passed that baton on to him, and he usually makes it once a week. But sometimes we just get busy and we, come in the kitchen to make dinner, and oh my gosh, the cheese sauce is all gone. And so super easy, convenient, and how great for travel when we finally get to travel again. Because you could, if you don't have room to take the whole container, you can take it and pre-measure out. Like if you're going to make single servings when you're away from home, it would be so easy. You can even get those little mini little blenders. They're like a little personal blender, and pack that and be able to take it with you. But road trips, staying in an Airbnb, or even you're going to travel and go visit family or friends, and then this would be a really easy way to have your cheese sauce. But we like having it around just for the convenience sake. When, in fact, we had it 2 nights in a row, I think, because the second day we still didn't have time to make cheese sauce. And so, and it's really good. And then you can just customize it to be however you want it to be, because it's not hot, but we like ours to be spicy. So this is a really great product. Okay, so here, yes.
Keep going with that. Then we're going to catch up with questions.
So I just wanted to show you, this is what the date powder looks like. Okay, so it just looks like kind of like sugar, like date sugar is what it looks like. And I'll just taste a little. I'm gonna have a little taste. Have a little taste. So good. Yummy, you guys. Really tasty. Okay, I gotta get the rest of it off my hand. Okay, sorry about that, but I licked my hand. Somebody will probably complain about that. The lid, just so I know the lid.
The lid?
The lid? That's okay.
What happened to the lid?
I don't know. Maybe I took it off. It's okay. So that's the
here. I'll take
that's
it around.
the date powder.
I probably migrated it.
Okay, then you can bring that back. Okay, let's see. What do I want to show? Oh, and then here it is. It was on top of. I did it. Sorry. And so then this says Nooch, and in the vegan community, Nooch is the little nickname for nutritional yeast. And this is what we use to give things kind of a cheesy flavor. Does it taste like cheese? Not really, but it has like a little bit of a bite to it, a little bit of a cheesy flavor. And so this I haven't price compared, but Dillon said that this is less expensive than the Sari brand, which is the brand that I buy from Amazon. And so he did the price comparison, and at the time that he did it, his is less expensive. So, and it comes in this really nice container, which is great because I love having the twist on, twist off lid. So he says, you'll love the cheesy, tangy flavor of our all-natural, non-fortified nutritional yeast flakes. Enjoy it in your homemade sauces, on popcorn, or sprinkled over your salad, soups, pasta, and more. So it's a serving size is 2 tablespoons. You get 21 servings in this. So this is a 12-ounce container. Has 60 calories and 1 gram of fat, 75 milligrams of sodium. That's just the natural sodium that would be in the yeast itself. It is non-GMO and non-irradiated as well, and non-fortified, which is what Dr. Furman's always telling us, that we need to have the non-fortified nooch. So I use it in quite a few recipes. My lentil loaf, the cheese sauce, in the my marinara sauce. Oh, and speaking of marinara sauce, Dillon is debuting his new marinara sauce too.
I'm ready for that.
So
that's been getting talked about.
Okay, and
here's
so
here's are you going to talk about marinara now?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you dial up, it's wellyourworld.com/nutmeg. So all you got to type in wellyourworld.com/nutmeg, and that takes you to Dillon and Tammy. I thought it was Dillon and Reeves. What's going on?
Hey.
Okay. This is Tammy's landing page. And then on Dillon's site that he provided for us. And if you look on shop and you click on food here, and we have this new marinara magnifica and mushroom basil are the 2 new marinaras. And for those of you that subscribe to, is it the Saturday Cooking Club?
Yeah.
Did get notified about these yesterday in the email. If you're members of Dillon's Saturday cooking class, and we're members of that class. We had to keep quiet until today before we could announce these. So anyway, we've got 2 heading our way, and we're looking forward to sampling them out. But yeah, that's the big news. On top of the other new stuff that
I know
he
has been cranking stuff out like crazy. Okay, so this is the mushroom mix. This is a 10-ounce container. It used to come in a great big bag, and so it's the same recipe, but now it's made with a non-fortified nutritional yeast, his Nooch in here. And so this also is a concentrate, so you can have instant gravy. And so it is roughly 3 parts of hot water to 1 part of gravy mix. And if you want it, I'll tell you what's in it. It has shiitake mushrooms, russet potatoes, non-fortified nutritional yeast, onion, celery, garlic, black pepper, rosemary, thyme, sage, marjoram, and parsley, all the wonderful things that you want to have in your gravy. Now, if you want, you can saute up some onions and mushrooms. If you want to have chunks in there, you can go ahead and do that, and then add this to it. If you want to make it creamier, you can add soy milk. If you want it saltier, you can add a little bit of miso or soy sauce or liquid aminos. And he suggests that you only make the amount that you're going to eat. But if you do have leftovers, and we've made it, it will thicken up because it is potato based. And so once it chills in the refrigerator, it will get thick. But you can just either put it in a saucepan and add a little bit of milk to it, or put it in your high-powered blender, add a little bit of milk to it, and you can loosen it up again. So, it's really nice. It tastes good. You can add more seasonings to it if you want it to have stronger flavor, which I usually do.
Mm-hmm.
But it's nice because, again, it's instant. You've got it. It's ready to go. Also really great for traveling as well. But just nice because, we make everything from scratch, and it's just nice to have a few things that are convenience items like this so that you don't have to completely start from scratch. So really delicious, easy to make. Even if you're a cook, it's nice to have that on hand. Another item is the banana pancake mix. How cool is this, you guys? Okay, now I have not tried it yet, but I do have a friend who did try it and said that they were really, really good pancakes. So what's in it? Oat flour, banana, sodium-free baking powder, dates, and vanilla bean.
All good stuff.
All wonderful, good stuff for us. So a third of a cup of it is 150 calories and 2 grams of fat. And oats do get about 20% of their calories from fat. So that's where the fat's coming from. And 26 grams of carbohydrate, 3 grams of fiber, 5 grams of sugar. And that's just the natural sugar that is coming from the dates and the oats. And so there you go. So you just shake it up before you use it. Preheat your electric griddle, and you will need a nonstick surface or a ceramic surface for these pancakes. So then you add 2 cups of the dry mix and pour in about 1.5 cups of your favorite non-dairy milk and whisk it together. And that will make a really nice and thick batter. And then just use about 1/4 cup of batter for each pancake. And there you go. You've got instant pancakes.
You're going to talk about what's on
I
these
love
potatoes?
That. Yeah, I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there. You're getting hungry. You're getting hungry.
Let's keep moving.
Let's keep moving. Okay, so then he came out with some seasoning mixes too. This one is Fiesta Fire. This is a spicy Mexican herb. So you can use this for your taco lentils, put it in your chili. Then we also have Stardust. This is a salt substitute, no salt, no sugar, no MSG, and no potassium chloride. Oh, I haven't even gotten a chance to taste this one yet. This is how busy we've been, you guys. We have just been crazy busy. I bet there's another. Nope, I can just taste it.
You know, there's a question, is Dillon doing anything specific for, you know, promotional code wise for the holiday?
Oh, it does still have a thing on it.
I'm not aware that he is.
No, I'm not.
Because we're just pretty much lucky to have access to these products right now.
Oh,
Your taste testing.
it's really good. Yeah. It does have a salty component to it.
Okay.
So here's the one that I've been using. It's very good, you guys. This is the Everything Bagel. This is salt-free. This has sunflower seeds, poppy seeds, sesame seeds, garlic, onion, and red bell pepper in it. It has about 10 calories per half a teaspoon for anybody who wants to know. It says on it that it's great for salads, avocado toast, veggies. Sprinkle it on everything. Well, what I like to use it for.
This segment of, just for clarity, this segment of the show on Well Your World is about new product availability that are just hitting the market and just becoming available, like as of today. So,
this stuff's been available for a few weeks now.
But
some
the
of this stuff.
and the marinara is starting today.
But the marinara is brand new.
This isn't a Black Friday sale. This is hey, there's awesome new products available that we didn't have access before. So,
because if you're looking for gifts for someone who's plant-based and SOS free, then if you want to do food gifts, these are amazing food gifts.
Yeah.
And a lot of the product is new. And so what I like to use the Everything Bagel for is I take my Japanese sweet potatoes that I have already baked and they're cold from the fridge. I cut them in half and then I cut the halves into little slices. They're about
almost half an inch.
Almost half an inch. Okay. And so I take some of the Everything Bagel spice and I put it on a small plate, and then I just press down one side of these little potatoes. And these are Japanese sweet potatoes, but if you don't have Japanese sweet potatoes, you could use Hana yams, you could use regular yams, you could use a Yukon Gold potato, you could use any kind of potato. Do I sound like QVC? You could use any kind of potato. I talked fast.
I was going to put that in the newsletter that we're going full on QVC today. This is.
And then I take and I put these on my air fryer rack and my Breville, and 400 degrees for about 15. They were starting to get pretty good at 15 minutes. You want one? And I call these croutons. I wonder if they can hear the crunch. The crunch. You can. If I had done them a couple minutes longer, they would have gotten crunchier. But these are delicious over a salad or a chopped salad. You know, if you follow me on Instagram, you know I eat chopped salads every day. And I love to make these and put them on my chopped salads. So I really like that his have sunflower seeds. The other Everything Bagel seasonings that I have bought that are salt-free don't have the sunflower seeds in them. And that is a really wonderful treat. So very delicious. Love these. Can't wait to figure out some more things to make with it, but it adds so much flavor. So this would be a fun snack. This would be a great for an appetizer tray, because anybody would like these, you guys. They are so tasty. So, and then of course, you know, he has a wide range of salad dressings and sauces. There's, what do I have here? Oh, the ketchup. This is an oil-free, sugar-free, salt-free ketchup. I love it for my oven fries, or I like to make the smashed potatoes. They're even better than French fries. So you can find the recipe link for that. Tom really likes the Italian dressing. The Sweet Heat is probably my favorite dressing that he has. In fact, I got 2 of them. And then I love the sriracha sauce. This is a hot sauce. It's not real hot. It's pretty mild, but it can vary from batch to batch, just depending on how hot
Yeah, our first
the
batch was pretty
peppers are.
mild. This one's got a lot more heat.
The one that the bottle I'm using right now does have more heat to it, but I like this on anything that I want to kick up the spice and flavor on. And so, so that's really, really good, delicious. Love his products. And when I do the pancakes, I'll probably do those this coming weekend, and I'll let you guys know. I'll post about those and how they turned out. I just didn't have time this morning to get pancakes made. I thought maybe I would get the pancakes made before we went live, but there was just too much going on, too much to do.
I have to give you an apology.
For?
The SouperCubes gift set is sold out.
Oh, are you kidding me?
No, Jesse just told me.
Okay. Well, I didn't get one, you guys. Sad for me. Should have gone on there and ordered it first thing.
I have it in the cart. I wonder if it would still let us through.
Well, if they're sold out, they're sold out. Oh, well. It's okay. I forgive you. They're going to be available January 1st.
Okay.
So I can get one January 1st. But I'm glad you guys all got them. You guys all hopped over there and got them. Jesse said that
I should have been thinking from now on I need to place my orders before we start our broadcast.
I know. Well, I was like, okay. Well, I did have him get the beet boost.
Jacqueline Torres says hi. Happy Thanksgiving.
Well, hi. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. So the next thing is the blender.
Vitamix, yeah.
The Vitamix
is the last one.
I gotta check my notes here. So, okay, any questions about Dillon's products?
What? Yeah, let me check and see if there's questions here because I was.
Okay, Tom will check and see. While you're doing that, I'm just going to grab the blender and bring the blender over.
All right, Randy Carroll got hers ordered. So yeah, I was talking about Dillon. Dillon doesn't have a % off code per se, but you do go in through Nutmeg Notebook. Tammy, is there? I'll have to check with him on how all of that works, on what his like shipping is and so forth. I have to refresh my memory. I'm having a brain fade.
Okay. So we just.
Before you transition, I've been sitting on this.
Oh, okay.
This is from C. C is asking, do you like your Tovola spatula? And I would say, here's the answer. That
yes, we do.
There's a variety of Tovola spatulas here. This is my favorite one right here.
Well, this one is the other brand that we have on because the Tovolo is sold out on Amazon right now. But I have this other brand. I can't think of the name of it right now. And it's
listed too.
And it's just, they work just the same.
This is the perfect shape for scraping salad out of the salad bowl. It just fits the contour of the bowl, and I can get every little delicious bit of green deliciousness out of the bowl with this.
Yeah. So we do love those. And we have them on our Amazon page.
Okay.
And we use them every day.
Okay, and then another question from Stephanie that she's looking to do a local spicery order. Do we know if they have any Black Friday promotions? I didn't see any. I do provide their link to their site down in the bottom of our show notes as a courtesy. We're not affiliates of theirs, but we cook with their stuff all the time, and so them, and then also you'll find California Balsamics linked.
Well, if we're going to talk about, we can talk about that before we talk about the blender. So somebody was asking me about which cinnamon I like from there, and I like the Saigon cinnamon, the cassia cinnamon. This is tastes like super sweet. It tastes like it has sugar in it, but it does not. And this is my favorite one for baking recipes because it's just the flavor is just absolutely amazing. So I get asked all the time about what my favorite spices are from local spicery. And really, it all depends on what you cook. So, and the spices that you use. I use a lot of onion powder and garlic powder, and their onion powder and garlic powder are absolutely the best I have ever had. It has so much flavor. And is there a difference in flavor and quality of spices? Absolutely. And once you taste theirs, you will taste the difference. So they mill their own spices in small batches. And so they, have a very high turnover. So when you get their spices, you know they're not old. They have not been sitting in a warehouse someplace for months on end, because they buy their whole spices and then they have a machine in their shop and they mill them themselves. And so they're super fresh. And the onion and the garlic make such a huge difference in the foods that I make. I love the smoked paprika. You know, I use this a lot. I use it in my chipotle nacho cheese sauce, and it's amazing. They have a dried jalapeno powder that I love. They have chipotle chili powder that is amazing. It's so much better than like anything that you can buy at the store. Did I say this? Yeah, the smoked paprika is so much more flavorful than like the McCormick's one that you can get at Costco. And there's nothing wrong with those. Those are all good, but these just taste so much better. Tom really likes the Hestia, which is a Greek seasoning. And I like to take that and put it in some of my chopped salads. They have a 7-herb Italian that is really wonderful. There's one called Depth that is dried mushrooms and some other ingredients, and they've milled those all together. Wonderful to add that depth of flavor to a soup, a stew, a chili, or gravy. If you like curry, they have all kinds of different types of curry. So it just depends on how you cook and what spices you normally use. Then go ahead and get those. They're apple pie spice, gingerbread spice, pumpkin pie spice. Those are all so amazing. There's a pepperoni one, so you can saute mushrooms and onions and peppers and then add the pepperoni spice to it, and it's salt free. Add that to it, and then you can use that as a topping for pizza, or you can take a potato and dump that all on a potato and make your potato taste like pizza. So check out their website. They have amazing spices. I love the beautiful containers that they come in. They're glass, you can reuse them. Most of their spices are organic. They do tell on the ingredient list. There are some things that they're not able to buy in really large quantities organic, but they make sure that they get them from a reliable source where they feel like, it's something that's safe to eat. So localspicery.com.
Okay, a couple questions before we move on.
Yeah.
Okay. On the Well Your World, I didn't say it in the show notes, but maybe this was in the chat feed and I did not see it. Somebody's asking about not seeing the 10% discount in Well Your World. That has to do if you're a member of the Saturday morning cooking class.
Mm-hmm.
When you are subscribed for the monthly cooking class, then like we we get billed monthly for that for Dillon. It's very economical. Is it $15 a month right now?
Something like that, yeah.
And so we get our Saturday cooking class, and then we all got a notice yesterday about the marinara sauces, so we can get our orders in. And then there's a discount that applies there. The 10% is if you're in the cooking class. If you're not in the cooking class, Well Your World /Nutmeg is not going to get you that. That's a product of being in the cooking class.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then the free shipping starts at $50 or over. I was told here in the chat feed. So yeah, that 10% exists, but only for cooking class members as a benefit, value-added benefit for people that subscribe to that. So it's a great informal cooking class. We learn lots there. So take a look at that.
Highly recommend you sign up.
And then Randy Carroll wanted to know the reason I jumped up to open that jar and make my escape is because I didn't get the gift set ordered. So I was clearing out before you found out. No, I wasn't fleeing the scene of the crime. So they will get more in.
They said January.
Yeah.
They'll have for sale on there.
Okay.
Or you can jump over to that something 52.
Yeah. So
Food 52.
Okay.
And see if they have any left there.
All right. Triclase wants to know before we leave which cinnamon is the sweetest.
Yes. So the Saigon Cassia cinnamon, Saigon, cassia is the one. So that's my favorite. Love that.
Yeah. Oh, Jesse, I tried to go finish the cart, and when I clicked on order, it said sold out, and it removed it from my cart. So I did try to do a slider, and I didn't make it. So I don't know.
You snooze, you lose this time of year.
I might send Jake and Michelle a special email and tell them I messed up, and
You can try.
what can they do? I
Let's
don't know,
see.
but I'm not going to take an order from somebody else. We can wait for
I
ours.
might find it in my stocking. Maybe.
Okay.
We'll see.
Um,
If not, I'll get it January 1st.
yeah, Jacqueline Torres is asking local spicery.
Localspicery.com.
Yeah, and the link is down in the show notes if I spelled it right.
And they have a whole line of SOS-free blends as well. So you'll want to click on that and look at that. And they also have specialty teas that are also very good.
Okay. All right. I think I'm caught up on questions right now.
Okay.
If I missed it, you'll have to hit me up again, but we need to finish up here. I can go on the website real quick here, and then I can turn it over to you.
Okay. I'm going to move my
Yeah.
croutons. They're really tempting me.
We have a new affiliated company.
Yay!
And this came through just this weekend. I guess you're seeing my whole page there. But anyway, Vitamix has signed up or signed us up to be one of their affiliated online companies. And they are in the middle of their Cyber Weekend deals. It says in the bar across here. And they have all kinds of different deals on all kinds of different products. And there's a bunch of different blenders available you see here. And they're actually on this site, if you cruise through it, there's a section to go into to help you figure out which blender you use.
And look at the new food processor.
And the main reason I wanted to take you on this page is they now have this new food processor, which we do not have yet. We're gonna have to order one. And I don't know the size or anything yet, but it goes right on top of our the particular model that we have, which is the Ascent series. And then we have also had some traffic on our site previously about moving away from the plastic carafe that we have. And lo and behold, here is a new all stainless steel carafe for blending with the Vitamix. So this site runs very deep, and wide, but I just wanted to show that to you. And it is it's a long link down in the show notes, and I have to look into some kind of a link shortener that. But that is our new Nutmeg Notebook link that takes you to the Vitamix site. Then you can search out what their deals are.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I have put on Tammy's blog, nutmegnotebook.com. You'll see in the right-hand bar a couple of different ad links there. You know, one is their holiday specials, and then another one is about a new product, the new craft, perhaps. So I dropped like 2 or 3 different Vitamix ads on the right-hand side of the blog this morning, which is a handy place to find those links. Those are our Nutmeg Notebook affiliated links. And you will find them where our Milty products used to sit. But ever since COVID, Milty has had less and less product availability because of manufacturing disruption because of the global pandemic. And this last week, I saw multi-pots go out of stock, as well as Crisplids came back in and then got gone again. So I have taken all those ads down until we know what's going on with that company, when there's going to be some product availability. And in fact, I've replaced them all with Vitamix in the same spots since I had the real estate available.
And it's such a shame because we love our Milty products. We love the Crisplid.
Yeah.
We like the immersion
Well, the
blender.
multi-pot duo is just amazing because it's the automatic steam release.
Yes.
But we'll keep an eye on that. We'll come back to that and alert you when whatever's going on is sorted out. That the company also is going through being sold to another company. So there's more than one thing going on there that we don't clearly understand. So we'll keep you appraised. So let's talk briefly about Vitamix because I am getting hungry.
Okay.
It's 11:38.
Okay. So we love our Vitamix. We talked about it a couple weeks ago when we did our favorite kitchen items show, but we had a blend tech and we had a lot of problems with it. And I got really frustrated, like the last time I had a problem with it, and I was on the phone with customer service and running it and having her listen to it and tell me she didn't think anything was wrong with it. So anyway, long story short, we ended up taking it back to Costco because we had gotten it at Costco, and then we turned around and bought the Ascent from Costco, and so we were able to get a lot of fun things with it. So this is a small carafe, and then we have a larger carafe that also goes with it. And then for the Ascent model, then you can also get this attachment for doing a smaller amount. So this is really wonderful to chop a small amount of nuts or to put garlic in. I can put, fill it like half full of garlic and chop a lot of garlic all at once. And then this, or I can, if I want to just turn something into flour, like a small amount of oats or millet or quinoa, I do it in this, and it'll turn it into kind of like a powder or a flour. And then this larger one also fits on this attachment, which this then goes on here. And you can do salad dressing. So, if you do a smaller amount, sometimes it's really hard to do it in the larger carafe because you just don't have enough in there for enough volume in there to get it going. But you can do that in this. So I use this for salad dressings as well. So this has been really nice to have. And then I'm curious, the Ascent, they say that new food processor will fit on here as well.
Well, that is an Ascent series. The question that came up, which one do we have? And this particular model number, as Costco often does, had its own special kind of Costco model number.
Yeah.
But it is closest to.
I was looking on here.
Yeah, no, it's closest to this one, which is from our Amazon page, which is the A2300, because we've been selling these actually on Amazon here and there.
I do have a model number on here.
It's going to be different though.
Yeah, it's VMO 185B, but that's because it comes from Costco.
Yeah, see this model doesn't have the plus and minus on it, the one on Amazon.
So we've been very, very happy with the Vitamix. I like it so much more than the Blend Tech. And of course, it comes with a tamper. And this they always said that Blend Tech didn't need the tamper. I needed a tamper with the Blend Tech. I really did. So what this is, if you're new to high-powered blenders, is you see it goes in there, but it has a clearance so that it doesn't get into the blades. So this really helps you when you're blending something that is thick, and because you can push it down in there, get it down into the blade. You can help get things turning, and I love having the tamper. And so this is just a super workhorse. I use it to make my hummus, my salad dressing. We use it to make our chipotle nacho cheese sauce. And the great thing is you can make soups right in it. You can make the chipotle nacho cheese sauce and you leave it running we run it for 3 minutes, and it heats it up. And so you can make it and have it be hot all in the same container. So can't say enough good about it.
Okay. So this is now I'm on the Vitamix site, and this is the A2300 family pack. So this most closely represents what we got from Costco with this smoothie jar and these 2 small jars, and then the extra Ascent series head here, which allows you to use these other products on there. So this is closest to what we got at Costco, and it's not inexpensive. It's normally $5.99, but they're doing $50 off right now for $5.49 on the set, stated here while supplies last. So this is the closest one, I think, to what we got from the Costco. So back to you. Okay, there we go.
And that's probably close to what we paid for this, with all of because we got the extra carafe and we bought this stuff. So
this isn't showing the extra. No, we paid. No, we got that was a Costco promotion, the extra carafe.
Yeah, but then we bought this stuff.
We bought those extra,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. So when you do buy from Costco, you do get an extended warranty as well. I don't know what they have in the stores right now, but you could go online and see what Costco has right now because um, they do road shows and Vitamix does road shows, and sometimes they have really good
Mhm.
bargains where you get multiple things. So
But to have a full, to take a look at the full line, please do visit the site through our link and explore on the website because it is complex. There's a lot of different models, and I didn't find it just now, but this morning I found which model should I get, and then they have a question and answer thing they take you through to arrive at what model is going to serve your needs and give you the most return on your money.
Yeah, so
So
that's good. And we like this model because this will fit underneath our countertop. And so they used to have a really tall one that wouldn't fit underneath, not under, on your counter underneath your cabinets. And, I think originally that was why I bought the Blend Tech, because the spot that I had needed to go underneath the cupboards up above, and the Vitamix wasn't going to
Yeah.
fit. But these lower profile ones
mhm.
will fit under there. And so we really, really like it.
The
So-
tamper, it was mentioned here on the site that the tamper is a must-have for making ice cream. That
Yes.
You got to have that to make ice cream. And our Blend Tech didn't have that. I think they have something now,
Do they?
but
Yeah, you do. I use the tamper all the time. So we don't have to use it for the Chipotle nacho cheese sauce because that's the potatoes and carrots and it has enough liquid. But for hummus and, just lots of other things, we need that. So this
That's
has
it.
been great to have for our plant-based
Yeah,
lifestyle.
I'm kind of working from the bottom up here, but TS is commenting that the food processor will not work on the Explorian series. You have to have the Ascent series because there's a sensor inside these bases, and it allows these other attachments to go on there, including that processor. So yeah, it does not work on the other models. It have to be in the Ascent series. We answered Laura, yes, ours is in the Ascent series. And somebody mentioned here that they have the food processor and are liking it. That was a little bit up
Really?
on the feed.
I see. I want that food processor.
Do you need it?
No, I said I see somebody said
Oh.
I want that. I wasn't saying I want it. I was saying that no, I have a food processor. So do I need it? No, I don't. I wasn't asking for that.
Yeah, she could have the food processor if she wanted it. I have no issue with that. My only question is, where is she going to keep it? As big as this kitchen is, we're running out of space.
I know we are.
So anyway, okay.
Let's see. Are the spices organic and non-erratic?
I think Jesse answered
They
that.
are mostly organic, and they tell you in the description if there's anything in it that is not organic. But they try to buy all organic, or they get it from a supplier that they know and trust, and know that that they're not using a ton of pesticides on it.
Okay, so Jesse did order, has one already en route to her. So when you find out about the food processor, please do give us a heads up.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, let me know how much money that's going to cost me. So, but yeah, we would be anxious to hear what, especially since we're new with them as affiliates. We want to, we have a lot to learn with them. It's a whole nother line of products to get educated on, so that we're making legitimate claims about things. Okay.
So Lori says, I was so pleasantly surprised that the Vitamix fits under the cabinets, but also under the sink if you are countertop challenged. But it is heavier and a more powerful motor. It does have a very heavy base, and it has a big.
Is that bigger than Katie's base? It's heavier.
Big base. Yeah, it's bigger than our daughter's, and it's bigger than my Vitamix was. And I can tell you that I feel like it is so much more powerful. I feel like I can do so much more with the Vitamix than I could with the Blend Tech. And that's why we were so excited to be affiliates with them, because you know, I've been using it for a long time now, and I absolutely love it. So, and it gets a really good workout.
You know, Jesse said they needed a new one because they're eating plastic from the bowl of their old food
Oh
processor.
no, that's not good, Jesse.
Okay, that would become then a need, which is has more merit than a want.
Yes, that is definitely a need. No, I do not need a new food processor, but I am very curious about it.
Okay, Jessie Smile says she loves the Vitamix, but some say they're too loud. Ours is loud. And I actually bought Tammy earplugs, but you're not good about wearing them.
I'm not good about wearing them. I'm sorry. Maybe we should put them over in that drawer that's in front of where it sits, and maybe I would think about it then.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, somebody says they're like me and they hate cleaning the food processors. And the Vitamix one is easier to clean, works, and doesn't take much room to store the whole thing. That's Susan. Thank you, Susan. Thank you. I don't like having to clean them.
Jesse said they got theirs for $200 in the U.S. and then Dawn says they're $259 in Canada. So we'll we'll have to learn more about those. Okay. Do we need to recap? We need to recap.
You're losing your voice.
I am.
Okay.
We're almost out of power on our receiver, so we better go fast.
Okay.
We're out of battery.
Oh, don't want to run out of battery. So Holland Bowl is 15% off of all orders through Cyber Monday. You're going to get free shipping on $30 or more. If you have a minimum $125 purchase before the 15% off, you will get the free Mezzaluna knife as long as you use the Nutmeg Notebook affiliate link. The coupon code for the 15% off is Black Friday, and that is for Holland Bowl. Black Friday, all lowercase letters, and you can get free engraving on the bottom of the bowl. SouperCubes has a 20% off through Tuesday. You get free shipping for $50, over $50, and that is after the discount. So after your 20% off discount, you'll get free shipping if it's $50 or more. If not, shipping is only $4.99, you guys. Beet Boost, if you use our affiliate link, you get 20% off through midnight tonight. So that's for anything on the Beet Boost website. And if you think it's something that you're going to use long term, if you've had it before and know you like it, I suggest stocking up on it because the 25% discount is the best discount I've ever seen. And I've been using it for a few years. Well Your World has the new marinara out, as well as all the other products that I showed you, plus more. There's more sauces and all kinds of wonderful things on there. Nourish Box, that is the subscription for Nourish Box, or you can do a one-time gift, or you can gift it to yourself one time. When you use our affiliate link and the discount code Nutmeg, just Nutmeg, it can be capped, not capped, doesn't matter, Nutmeg, you will get $5 off. If you do the prepaid subscription and pay for 3 months in advance, you'll save a total of $15, $5 for every month on that. And that is the Nourish Box. And then Vitamix. If you are interested in getting something, use our Vitamix affiliate link. We're new to Vitamix. And then also we forgot to talk about AeroGarden. You guys know we are loving our AeroGarden, and we are growing 2 different kinds of basil in it right now. And it has just been going crazy.
Yes. So the question that came through is which one do we have? And this, I am losing my voice. This is the one that we have. Usually it's $4.29 Black Friday deal. It's $3.19 right now. And I did put their link down in the show notes. But they have a lot of products and a lot of price points.
You're in the wrong place.
I'm in Kohl's? No.
You're in the wrong spot.
I'm in the wrong place. Let me get back to the right spot. I'll work on that and try again.
Okay. So we love our AeroGarden. We got it, I guess, at the beginning of the pandemic because we didn't want to go to the grocery store every time I ran out of fresh herbs. I didn't want to go make a trip over to the grocery store to get fresh herbs. And our friend Shada from Healthy Cooking with Shada told us about her AeroGarden, and she was gifted one for Christmas last year. And she said, you guys need to get one. And so we thought, okay, that'll solve the problem of the herbs. And so we love it. And it's so wonderful to just be able to go over and snip off fresh herbs anytime we want. And ours has, is it 6 or 9?
It's a 9-hole, but I'm only using it because the basil gets so big. I only plant 3 or 4 at a time. They just, so it's big, you know, if you have littler things you're growing,
so, and just so you know, it has its own grow light. It uses water instead of soil. And, you know, you do get the little.
Okay. This is even better. Thank you for catching.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
This is, here we go.
All right. So this is like way less than we paid. I paid the $3.19 for ours.
Yes.
So here's Black Friday. This is a Black Friday doorbuster, limited time only. Holiday 20 is the code here. So go in through the link we supply in the show notes. You can get this thing for $2.49.
Using holiday is all capped, and
20.
then 20, and you can get the Bounty Elite Artisan for $249.95.
Yeah.
So it has its own grow light, you guys. So it doesn't matter where you put it. It doesn't have to be in the kitchen. It doesn't have to be next to a window. It can be in your spare bedroom. It can be in a hallway. Any place that you have where you can plug it in. Now, the nice thing we like about this one is it has Bluetooth capability. And so you can put an app on your smartphone and it tells you, it also has a readout on the base itself. And so it tells you, I need more water.
It drinks a lot of water. So there are models that don't have the Wi-Fi prompt that, it'll, if I get, first it just chimes a couple of times, but then if I'm really tardy, it sends me an email and tells me water your AeroGarden now. And I get there and there's a red light that says, very low on water. So I've become dependent on the Wi-Fi prompts. So
it's gardening for dummies.
So anyway, dramatically different specials, better than what Kohl's has. If you go directly onto the site.
How did you get on Kohl's?
Because I just Googled AeroGarden Bounty Elite and it took me there and I didn't look at it looked like the official site, but be careful on the internet. You can wind up in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
So anyway.
So we are using ours. We love it.
We eat something off of that thing
every day. Yep, every day. So, but I do want to try growing cilantro next, just to see if we can.
I'll spin the camera very quickly.
I use a lot of cilantro. So Tom's going to show you our AeroGarden. He's going to spin over there.
So there it is, over in the corner behind the sink.
You see how crazy that thing is growing? Isn't that amazing?
They just got a free kitchen tour.
It's all kind of a mess right now.
Okay.
So then another question we get asked a lot, we don't have an affiliate with California Balsamic, but you guys know I love California Balsamic and I use their vinegars all the time. I'm just going to grab a couple of them.
We're almost out of power, Ms. Tammy.
Okay, I'm just going to grab these just really quick. And people ask me all the time, what are your favorites? These are some of my favorites. You read these while I go grab the others.
Okay. Teriyaki balsamic is favorite number 1. Sweet Heat is one of the top favorites, especially on the salads. Chocolate orange balsamic vinegar, another salad favorite.
Yeah, no, not chocolate. No, dessert.
Dessert.
It goes great on top of fruit or banana ice cream.
Lemon balsamic.
That one I use all the time. The 7-herb Italian is amazing. I also love the ruby red onion.
You can invent a chocolate salad.
Ooh, that just
Ew.
sounds terrible, Tom. So if you make the chocolate banana nice cream and then drizzle some of this over the top, it's amazing. This is really delicious. So really, I haven't tried a flavor of their balsamics that I don't like. I like all of them. They all taste good. These just happen to be the ones that I would say that I use the most often. Oh, and then I forgot to get out the new one is the pumpkin spice. And so you can just take a pre-baked sweet potato, score it, put it in your air fryer. If you don't have an air fryer, put it under the broiler, get it kind of crispy and toasty on the outside, and then drizzle some vinegar over the top of it. And the pumpkin spice is really delicious. So we don't have an affiliate with them or Local Spicery, but with both of the companies, if you put Nutmeg Notebook in the message box at the checkout, you'll get 2 free samples. And I forgot to say that earlier about Local Spicery, but both companies, Local Spicery and California Balsamic, Nutmeg Notebook in the message box or the comment box when you check out. You have to place an order, but you'll get 2 free samples with either company when you mention our name. And we just love promoting them because the people that run them are amazing and the products are incredible. So, all right.
Let's see. I answered John. John's asking, he's got some accessories he needs from Vitamix. You can use our link to get into the Vitamix site and then go wherever you need to from there to find what you want.
Yeah. So people are always asking us, how can we support you? Because you do give away everything for free. And if you want to support us, please use our Amazon link. Even if you don't buy anything off our page, if you enter Amazon through our link, we will get a small commission on what you order. It is completely anonymous. We do get a list of what has sold, but we have no idea who purchased anything. And so that allows us then to, purchase more better equipment, a better camera, lights, and things that we use in order to provide you guys with content, or use any of our affiliate links that we've talked about today if you're going to buy the things anyway. So, and we appreciate your support.
Yes, we do. There's a question about, I lost it. Oh, from C, can you grow sprouts like broccoli? Things, they have big units for growing a lot of little sprouts. We only have the 1 unit, so I'm going to plant a few bigger things in that we can eat off of. But they have a thing called the farm with much bigger trays and so forth. So if you've got real estate, you can get carried away with these things. We're surprised at how fast they grow and how long they grow. Our first grow went 120 days. We ate off of the same 3 basil plants, two basil Javanese. We can learn how to say that someday. Basil and 1 Thai for 120 days. Yeah. This one now is about 105 days. We've been eating off of that basil. Just amazing, because she was buying a thing from basil, a pot of basil every couple of weeks from Whole Foods for like $6. So
$4.99.
Yeah, so a year's worth of eventually that thing will pay for itself, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure. So, and if it doesn't, it's okay. It's the convenience of it. We know it's organic, and we know that it's not getting sprayed with any pesticides by being outside or bug spray or what have you. And just the convenience of it has been just amazing. And the flavor is incredible, because you snip it and eat it. It's like nothing could be more fresh.
It's 12 o'clock, and I told you we might run 3 hours.
You did, and I was like, how can we talk that long? But
okay, well, for those of you that are still here, which is a good chunk of you,
thank you so
much for hanging in there.
And how was your Thanksgiving? I didn't, it's so one-sided. I wish that they could talk to us.
Kim, I did go in and correct the link to the Nourish Box. I had an unnecessary O in there, so I checked it and it did seem to work. You'll need to refresh your page so you get the corrected. It's NURISH.com. And I had an unnecessary O in there, so I checked that and it seemed to be working. So sorry about the code mistakes, but we'll get through that. So
I didn't have time to proof anything.
we are off for the balance of this weekend. We will not be on Sunday.
No.
So please do not look for a Sunday. We'll catch up with you the Sunday following.
We need a day off.
Yeah, because this has been
Well, actually, we're going to take tomorrow off too.
Yes.
We're not going to do work tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're going to play tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. So
this was really fun, you guys. So if you have any questions, you
send an email.
You can send an email to Tammy or Tom at nutmegnotebook.com, and we will try to answer your questions on air. And if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up.
We're late. Jesse would have us ask for that sooner.
It helps our ratings on YouTube and helps YouTube to suggest our video to other people who have watched other plant-based videos. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And if you click on that little bell icon that's next to subscribe, that's how you'll get notifications when we're going live or we have put up a new video. Also, if you haven't been to the blog, get over to the blog at nutmegnotebook.com. Lots of recipes and information there, different than everything that we have on our YouTube channel. Plus, if you subscribe to the blog, we send out an email giving you all the details about the vendors and any specials that they have and links and different things that we have going on. And it's just a lot of fun. I will be doing a cooking segment on Chef AJ's channel on Friday, December 11th. I believe that's at 11 o'clock. Don't know exactly what I'm going to be making yet, but we'll let you know about that. And so if you subscribe to Nutmeg Notebook, the blog, then you will get notifications of different things that we're involved in and what's coming up. And, you know, if we see anything exciting that we think you should know about, we'll let you know about that through that email as well. So, okay.
Well, everybody's saying goodbye. Thumbs up.
Thank you so much, you guys. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Jesse, it was quite a workout for you today. Thank you so much for hanging in there. Randy, did we lose Randy? I haven't seen Randy for a little while.
She's probably working today, but thank you so much.
Yeah, well, Randy was here a while ago.
Thank you so much for helping us out. I know it was short notice. It's a crazy busy time of year. Be safe, everyone, with your holiday shopping. And we'll see you next week. I'm Tammy.
And I'm Tom.
And we help you get healthy and stay healthy, one meal at a time. Bye for now, you guys. See you soon.